Welcome to the Rockies pregame, powered by Major League Baseball. As the Rockies continue their final homestand of the 2025 season, as they welcome the LA Angels into town. Course number 22 hit his 24th homer yesterday. Mickey Moniak maybe seeing a little red with his former team in town. They wear red. Blaine Krim hit 2 out on Thursday. Real name Huey Linton Blaine Krim.
I didn't know that.
I learned that today.
Okay.
Family name.
Parents are in town. His wife's here, so it's cool for him to be able to do that.
Said he only heard that like in kindergarten and grade 2. Linton Blaine. Doesn't hear it in the big leagues. Mark Stout, former Angels player.
Anaheim Angel. Okay? Let's get that straight.
I was like, Huey's got history with the Angels.
Yes, Anaheim.
Hey, there is a buzz in the ballpark today. You've got fireworks night. It's fan appreciation night. Chuck Nasty is back here for the weekend with the team. Ethan Holiday here with Matt Holiday. I mean, EY Senior.
Yeah.
Former Rockies player is here.
Former teammate of mine.
And your Angels are in town.
Well, and that's really tonight what's so hard to pick out, like, okay, what am I most excited about? What am I looking forward to the most? I mean, obviously, having the holidays here, Ethan taking batting practice, talking about it, having Matt here, talking to Chuck Nasty for a little bit, ask him what he's been doing this summer. That's also fun. But it comes back to baseball. And Mike Trout sitting on 399 home runs. Future Hall of Famer. When I think about that, I look at it because there's only been, 58 guys that have hit 400 home runs.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know a lot of these people, they're well aware of that with the Angels. Let's talk about the Angels, what's been going on with them. Middle of the summer, June, July, and August, they were hanging kind of tough. They're 69 and 84. Currently 0-7 on this 10-game road trip that they kind of wrap up the season with. They were in Seattle. They were in Milwaukee last night. Here they are. They're 2-8 in their last 10. So I don't know. I guess you saw Fallen Angels there. Fallen Angel is a song by Poison. I'll say Broken Halos, like Chris Stapleton says. But they've struggled of late.
Well, when you think about it, it's a combination. It's a team malaise that's going on right now. Because for them, they have not hit the second half.
No.
And they have not pitched as well. Their ERA is about 3/4 of a run more in the second half. They're hitting only about 216 in the second half when the league-wide batting average for a team is 246.
They're kind of like the Rockies, too. They're in a tough division.
Yes.
In the AL West, they're in last as well. How about the offensive leaders for this Angels team coming to town? Joe Adell, I remember in the middle of the summer, you were like, that guy should be an all-star. Taylor Ward, 33 homers, 100 ribbies. He'll be in left field tonight. And there's Mike Trout, who has played in 122 games, 21 homers, which has him sitting at 399.
Well, and when you think about some of these guys, too, when Mike Trout, obviously, is the leader of this. He's always going to be the leader. Whenever you talk about the Angels, it always comes back to Mike Trout. And at times, he had Shohei Ohtani with him, but at other times, he hasn't had that supporting cast around him. When you think about 399 home runs, I mentioned it a second ago, only 58 guys have done it. You know who's next on that list? Duke Snider.
Wow.
Duke Snider hit 407 home runs.
There's songs about Duke Snider.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's significant. Mickey Moniak, of course, he's been hot for the Rockies. Played 49 games with Mike Trout out in L.A. when he was with the Angels. He got a chance to talk about his former teammate.
He's genetically just very gifted, but also, he puts the work in. Even being 10 years in, 11 years in, whatever he is now, 3 MVPs, all the accolades, he still shows up every day and tries to get better. And I think that's just kind of a testament to who he is.
Trout made his debut in 2011, Jeff.
Yeah, and when you talk to other people, I was talking to Eric Young Sr. tonight, former teammate of mine with the Cubs, and I said, EY, I said, what makes him so great? Because I think when you're around great guys, at times you I don't want to say you take for granted what they do, but it just becomes their norm. He said he outworks everybody else. And greatness recognizes greatness. I had the fortunate opportunity to play with 14 Hall of Famers.
Oh, cool.
And when I go back and I look and I think about each one of those guys, I think about how hard they worked even before they stepped on that field. And that, to me, tells me what kind of leader they are, but what kind of player they are.
All right, back to Mickey Moniak. As I said, he's red hot. His walk-up song, Electric Avenue, I mean, he's on a highway. He's on the Autobahn now with what he's been doing. Mickey has been really swinging.
And when you think about Mickey and where he's come from, being released by the Angels earlier this year, I've talked to a couple Angels staff, and they are so happy for Mickey, for him to show these kind of numbers, to show the kind of player he is, and maybe where he wants to be. He talked about it in an interview just recently, how he loves playing here in Colorado. He wants to stay here, and rightfully so. He's found a home here, Mark.
He's hitting 340 in the month of September. Sometimes it's hard to do in the big leagues, Jeff, because you're on a team that's not going to the postseason. We all know how the season's gone for the Rockies, and you kind of get to this point, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. He has not.
No, because it's self-motivation. It's motivating myself because I'm still, at the end of the day, going to be judged by my numbers. So if I cash it in or say, oh, woe was me, it's not going to help me in the long term. And so I think Mickey understands that, this being his third organization, his third big league club. He knows, you know what, game number 1 is just as important as game number 162.
He will be in left field tonight. He's going to give Jordan Beck a little bit of a breather, so Mickey will be in the starting lineup against the lefty with the Angels in town. We'll come back here on the Rockies pregame show. Hey, every day is a holiday in the Holiday household, and today was a special day. Ethan Holiday's in town, Matt's in town. We'll talk about a new chapter in Colorado Rockies baseball history next.
Some call it orgullo. Others call it el corazón taíno. But sometimes the journey is set on track with your ancestors cheering you on. For Francisco Lindor, el ting-ting de la plena was the first roar in the stands. Every at-bat was an encore. Every strike of the drum echoed like a promise. El destino no siempre avisa, pero llega con flow.
Arguably one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the game.
At 100 miles an hour, Sandy ties a career high 14 strikeouts.
This guy is a difference maker for the Marlins.
He's a staff ace. He wants to take the ball, man. He has been great.
Sandy Alcantara has thrown a complete game shutout.
It's like if I faced you, you got no respect for me.
No.
Exactly.
Force at the front of the rotations.
The guy that wanted to finish what he starts.
Shutout for Sandy Alcantara.
Some moments are too big to miss.
Raleigh does it again.
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays and reactions from the moments that matter most.
We just got to keep doing what we're doing and go out there and play our baseball.
MLB Tonight, only on MLB Network.
Set for the Rockies and the Angels. First of 3 tonight, that is Ethan Holiday. Locker in the clubhouse today with the number 25. Took some infield with Tovar at shortstop. Yeah, he launched a bunch of bombs too in BP. It was impressive. As you know, baseball is a family affair in the Holiday household. Matt, 15-year career, much of that here in Colorado. Ethan's brother Jackson, currently playing with the Orioles. We got a chance to hang out with the Holiday family in Arizona when Ethan signed his contract after being drafted 4th overall this past year in the draft, and has started a new chapter for the Holiday family and for the Rockies.
With the 4th pick of the 2025 MLB draft, the Colorado Rockies select Ethan Holiday, a shortstop from Stillwater High School in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Perfect. Getting to sign was a dream come true. You dream about it as a little kid.
This day is really special to see your little guy sign a pro deal and that he gets to compete and have an opportunity to play, in the big leagues someday.
It is comforting knowing that, as your 18-year-old son, and you're kind of dropping him off here at work, and it's nice to know that there's people that care about our family and that I know well, and I know that they care, and so that's been really, really helpful.
We have so many stories connected to all the faces on the walls, and so to be here and for him to sign with the Rockies is really, really, really sweet.
This opportunity, it's incredible, and we're so thankful for it, and there's a long history, and I'm just ready to carve my own path and get after it.
First day of school pick. Baseball school, here you come.
This is a stepping stone for me. You sign that paper, you get drafted, but that's kind of just part of the journey. There's a lot of work ahead, and I've already seen it the couple days I've been here. These guys are elite, and the people around here, it's a different level. These are pros, and I'm going to take my game to another level. I'm going to have to do the things that no one else wants to do to kind of take that extra step and be in the big leagues.
The idea that it's with the Rockies and somebody that an organization that drafted me and got a chance to sort of cut my teeth in this organization, for him to be wearing a Rockies uniform and out on the field was pretty cool.
This is my time. My dad left an amazing legacy, and he's one of the best Rockies of all time, so I just want to bring the Rockies back to the World Series.
It's just a really unique position that we're in, and I'm really fired up about it. I'm excited to see how this story unfolds.
I love that. Matt saying he's dropping his kid off, his 18-year-old off to work with the Rockies. I'm dropping you off
it's
at
hard
Panda.
enough to do it in college.
Right. Most people dropping their kids off at Panda Express or King Soopers or something to go to. You had a couple of sons. One that played D1 hockey, and your other son
played D1 baseball,
and had aspirations of being in the big leagues. This is unique.
Yeah, so I couldn't even imagine what it's like to then watch them, because I know what it was like for me to have them in the clubhouse with me, to be on the field with me. But earlier today, to see Ethan's name up there, the number with the 25, of course, that's when he was drafted. It takes a lot to impress me, Mark. You know that.
I know.
I was impressed today with Ethan 2 different times. Fielding the ground balls, that was cool. I thought his footwork and everything goes along with that is great. But see him take a couple balls during batting practice, hit him up into the upper deck. But more importantly, the way he handled the media. He had a media availability early on. Oh my goodness. I went over and I was talking to somebody. I said, he's not 19. Because not the way he was answering these questions.
I mean, he's used to it.
Yeah, I know.
Baseball is the family business. And hey, business is good for the holidays. We'll take a break. Rockies getting ready to take on the Angels. Yep, Mike Trout is in town, sitting on 399 home runs. The most in an NL park. He's got 5 here at Coors Field.
We got our hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party.
Oh my, this guy is next level. Oh my goodness.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
No way! What a moment! This is the show that never ends.
Step up to the plate and get ready to play ball. The baseball show for kids where you can learn about batting, fielding, and everything in between from the real pros. Every swing is a big hit on Play Ball. Saturday mornings at 10 Eastern on MLB Network.
Aaron Judge looking to do some damage.
Oh, hey, Captain.
Oh my God!
Near the wall.
Sorry.
Woo! No fly zone. So fast, Bobby.
Paul skis!
Cannons.
Otani!
Living legend.
We did it! Yes!
Oh, this is the best. Woo! I got it.
The 611 Podcast meets MLB Network. Join longtime teammates and former MVPs Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard, plus other former players for unfiltered conversations about baseball, culture, and life. Only on MLB Network.
Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Colorado Rockies.
Welcome to the weekend, everyone. Final 3 ball games at Coors Field this year, and the Rockies will welcome in Mike Trout and the Los Angeles Angels. Fireworks after, big crowd expected for the Rockies and Angels. Rockies Baseball Network presented by Bet365. And it's a pretty Friday evening. Welcome upstairs with Corey Sullivan. I'm Drew Goodman. There's a buzz in the air today, and it's not just because of Mike Trout. We'll get to him in a moment. Ethan Holiday and his dad are here. Are you familiar with this old man?
I'm familiar with this old man. I'm familiar with Ethan as well. It was great to see them both. Great to catch up with Matt. Obviously, I think for Ethan being the first-round pick of the Rockies, it was great for fans to see him, get their eyes on him, watch him take batting practice. He hit some prodigious home runs, and he'll be joining us in the booth later on.
He's going to join us in the booth. What you just said is an understatement. Again, more on that a little bit later on. But this weekend is historic because Mike Trout, this is not hyperbole, he is one of the greatest players in the history of this game we love so much.
You know, we talked about not taking for granted when we watched Shohei Ohtani play. We shouldn't take for granted watching Mike Trout as well. Obviously, 1 of 12 with 3 MVP awards. There's a nine-year stretch where he didn't finish outside the top 5. 11-time All-Star. He is one of the greatest players to play the game ever. At 20 years old, he had the highest WAR in a season ever accomplished by anybody of the age 23 or younger at 10.5 for his WAR. His career WAR, there are only 3 players that I played against that had a higher WAR in their careers. That's Bonds, that's A-Rod, and Pujols. That's it. That's pretty impressive. I think watching him play is just a special moment.
It is, and obviously he's been compromised by injuries the last few years. He's not having the kind of year that you'd expect of Mike Trout, but he is still Mike Trout, and it's going to be pretty special to watch him play. One of his teammates the last couple of years remains red hot. That's Mickey Moniak. You know, he's fired up to face the Angels this evening. We're a few minutes in front of first pitch tonight. It's the Rockies and the Los Angeles Angels. Colorado Rockies baseball is presented by Southwest Airlines. Proud to be the official airline of the Colorado Rockies. Book now at southwest.com. By Chevron, that's energy in progress. By UC Health, the official healthcare partner of the Colorado Rockies. And by York Space Systems. Colorado builds satellites, powering the economy, defending the nation, and connecting our world.
Since its inception, the Boys and Girls Clubs have been more than a fun place for kids to go after school. For some, it's been a second home, where they can learn, play, and grow. Thanks to the partnership between Major League Baseball and Boys and Girls Clubs, children of all backgrounds have access to safe spaces. All right, let's go take a selfie. MLB Together and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, empowering children and building futures. Bring it in.
There's an easier way. From little fixes to big projects, taking care of your home is easy with Thumbtack. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
If history has taught us anything, it's not to root against the underdog.
British are coming!
It pays to know what's coming.
Check the group chat!
Every great leap began with a bold first step. And there's no shortage of second chances. Against impossible odds. You don't stand down. You swing first.
The Rockies Baseball Network is presented by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Look who it is. It's Mickey Moniak. Last 2 years, he's with the Angels, and he produced for the Angels, but he hasn't produced in his big league career like what he's done so far this year, and he's on a prodigious roll. 9 for 16, 5 home runs over his last 4 games. If he were to homer tonight, he would match David Dahl, the last Rocky to homer in 5 consecutive games. That came in 2018. And here's the improvement he has made from last year. And he was solid last year. He's improved 150 points in terms of slugging. The only guy in his neighborhood, there's 2. Cal Raleigh, who may be the MVP in the American League, and George Springer, who's had a renaissance year for the Toronto Blue Jays. So we are set. It's the Rockies. It's the Angels. Come on back to 20th and Blake with us.
Your home is a special.
The Mets were a great story last season.
It's gone! He did it! He did it!
You got to think the expectations are sky high. They know that they're built to win. I love the additions.
Juan Soto to the Mets. It's real.
This is landscape changing that changes the arc of the Mets.
Want to make a dynasty.
Really like their bullpen a lot.
It's going to take everything from everybody.
We got to stay together and we got to post up.
SiriusXM's The Leadoff Spot is now on MLB Network. Join Steve Phillips and former MLB players Xavier Scruggs and Eduardo Perez for a recap of the night's action, preview of the day ahead, plus in-depth baseball interviews all season long on MLB Network.
Before he was feared on the field, Ronald Acuña Jr. was chasing wins on a different kind of field. For the Acuñas, el béisbol was a story told in fastballs and late-night rematches. Every loading screen was a part of the strategy. Smash de botones. Smash de jonrones. That's how La Bestia was born.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight.
The bats have come alive. A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
The Rockies Baseball Network is presented by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Mark Stout, all yours.
Hey, Mickey, 6 months in this city. Give me a few words on the team, the fans, Coors Field.
It's been great. You know, I think the team's up and coming. The fans show up, even though, you know, we're going through tough times. And it's been a blessing to be here.
You enjoy playing against the Angels?
I'm very excited.
Hey, Electric Avenue, keep it like an Autobahn, right?
Well, I talked to Mickey earlier. I know you did as well. And I said you're a little more fired up. It's natural, right? And honestly, yes, but he said, I love playing the game so much. I get fired up every night that I take the field. And it was not what I'm supposed to say. No. We've been around him the whole year. That's who he is. He really loves to play.
He does love to play, but I can assure you when he gets the opportunity to land a haymaker, he's going to want to throw it and land it, because anytime you're part of being let go by a team, I had it happen 3 different times. When you get a chance to land some shots against him, you do it every single time. And these are his friends. These are his teammates. These are his brothers. It's not an individual thing. It's more of a macro team. Hey, I'm going to get some revenge ABs, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to have some fun doing it. And I can't wait to see it. 5 in a row. That'd be great.
Yeah, he is on some kind of run, as we were just chatting about a few moments ago. Here's the Angels batting order tonight. And it's written out earlier by Ray Montgomery, the interim manager, and presented by Southwest Airlines. Sean Newell is back in there, just came off the injured list. He had a wrist situation. There's the great Mike Trout in the 2-hole. Johan Moncada, switch hitting third base, middle bat third. Taylor Ward's had a big year. Joe Adell's had a big year. Kristen Moore, former #1 out of Tennessee. Logan O'Hoppe is back healthy again. Denzer Guzman's playing for Zach Neto at shortstop. Neto's done for the rest of the year, unfortunately. He's one of their building blocks. And batting ninth is Bryce Teodosio. So Bradley Blalock has the baseball for the 11th time. Good arm, needs to have early success.
He needs to have early success, and he's got to do it with the fastball command, to me. This is brought to you by StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. When you look at the pitch mix, 4-seam slider, splitter, curveball, cutter. He's got to throw that 4-seam top rail. He's got a good amount of induced vertical break. Use the slider, splitter, and curveball off of that to get the weak contact, get the ground ball outs. Don't pay attention to the batting averages. We don't talk about Fight Club.
So here we go. First pitch is swung on and fouled off by Nolan Chanuel. Unusual, but there are a few first basemen that will hit leadoff. In the past, when we've seen Nolan, he's been more in the middle of the order than in the top spot.
Well, ever since college, I mean, he was a extremely fast descent through the minor leagues, obviously. He's a guy who can get on base, and they want that at the top of their lineup, especially when they haven't been able to score runs.
Yeah, they have struggled scoring runs, and quite honestly, we'll get to this, they've struggled on the mound also. In fact, in 6 straight games, Sully, to your point, they've scored 3 runs or less. And this ball's in the air to right. Tyler Freeman waiting on it. Let's take a look at the Rockies starting defense presented by York Space Systems. So Freeman is in right. Doyle's back in there in the middle. Mickey Moniak is in left field tonight. Karros, Tovar on the airtight left side of the infield. Ryan Ritter's played a very good second base. Blaine Krim, he's been up a week now with the Rockies, and he's playing every day, and he's been doing some damage at the plate. And Hunter Goodman's doing the catching. So with one out, here comes Mike Trout, a future first ballot Hall of Famer. And he's been scuffling. Got off to a great start. He had 9 home runs in the month of April, which set the Angels record. You think of all the great years for him. You think of course, Albert, but none of those guys had 9 home runs in a month in the opening month until Mike did it this year. But he's been sitting on 399 now for a while. Here's the 1-0.
Well, just to let fans at home know, even the greatest players in the game are not immune to negative thoughts. Talked with Mike and some of the other guys before the game, and he talked about being a little lost at the plate, trying to find some things with his feet, and he's grinding.
This ball's hit the dead center field, and Doyle is going to track it down in the middle of the track. And I think for a moment, I don't know if Mike felt this way, but some of the Angels fans in attendance thought there may go number 400.
I honestly thought it didn't quite have the sound that he pured it, but you don't always have to when you're as good a hitter and as strong as Mike Trout is. It's that good 4-seam fastball from Bradley. Looks like he just got underneath it a hair. It was on the barrel.
Temperature 77 degrees, and in watching batting practice, certainly in comparison to Tuesday night and Wednesday night, Sully, the ball traveled pretty well this evening.
Yeah, I don't think it's as humid. Obviously, we had those rain delays, right? So there was some moisture in the air the last couple of games at night. Today, it's not that way, so the ball was traveling a little more.
Here's Moncada. And broken bat that ends up going past Krim at first, and Ritter makes the play. So a very nice start for Bradley Blalock. 1-2-3.
Ever since Bob and Sheila retired, they've been looking for ways to spice up their dinner plans. But with Home Chef, they never have to worry about the same old boring recipes. Bob and Sheila have a variety of menu options to choose from, whether it's calorie or carb conscious, gourmet picks from our culinary collection, or easy prep and quick clean-up sheet pan meals. Now dinner's its own work of art. Get 18 free meals, free shipping, and free dessert for life.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old-school pills. Plus, tadalafil, the active ingredient in Cialis, stays in your system for long-lasting results. Faster acting and long-lasting? We got you. See if sparks are right for you at row.co/sparks.
No score. We go to the bottom of the first. Tyler Freeman. He's always in the first picture of the night because he's always leading off. Here's the rest of the Southwest batting order tonight for Warren Schaefer. Mickey will bat second. Then it's Hunter Goodman in the 3-hole. Blaine Krim, a couple homers yesterday. Brenton Doyle will bat fifth. Ezekiel Tovar. Kyle Farmer's doing the DHing this evening. Kyle Karros and Ryan Ritter against a young left-hander, Mitch Farris, who's making just his 4th major league start.
And he's got some numbers that do not play well with Coors Field. And what I mean by that, in those 3 MLB starts, 7 walks and 3 home runs. That's a formula for a lot of runs if you're the Rockies. You just got to get him in the zone.
Tyler takes a strike, so it's 1-1. Freeman in the ball game yesterday was 2 for 5. The Rockies fell 9-7. Valiant comeback coming up short in the 9th inning. They scored 4 times in the 9th. It's kind of been the story lately, Sully, where the Rockies are behind, and then here they come in the 8th and 9th inning, and unfortunately, it's been too often described as one of those comebacks that just fell short, but they don't go away. There's a good start. Base hit. Let's see if Freeman can stretch this to a double. And he's going to try, and head first slide. He's in there easily. That's knowing your ballpark, and that is always having an aggressive mindset, and that is Tyler Freeman.
And that's his 20th double on the season, and this is something that has to happen right out of the box. It's a line drive up the middle towards the shortstop, and the irony about this play is I watched Matt Holliday today during batting practice talk about this exact play with Jordan Beck, about how knowing this ballpark and how many doubles you can get here, if out of the box you are busting it when it's a line drive over the shortstop head. Good for Freeman, good start for the Rocks.
Well, speaking of starts, Mickey Moniak is so hot, Sully, he's getting a rare start against a left-handed pitcher.
I think 4 games in a row of homers will do that. That's usually a good thing.
You mean 5 homers and 11 ribbies over 4 games keeps your name in the lineup?
It's tough to not write you in at that point.
Parents will call if he was not in, right?
Yeah.
High fly ball, deep right field, fair or foul. That was close, but it was foul.
Mickey never moved. That's all I watched. He never moved from the box. I also think with Farris's pitch mix is more of against right-handed hitters. Righties only hit 169, lefties 278, but almost 1,000 slug or OPS.
1-2 is swung through, so Mickey goes down, 1 out, and that'll bring up Hunter Goodman with Freeman at second base.
Now we'll take a look at that pitch mix. It is a fastball, changeup, slider mix. The changeup is the pitch you want to avoid. It's filthy. It gets 46 inches of vertical drop. That's 8 inches more than the average left-handed changeup. That's a ton.
He was originally drafted by Atlanta. He's at a Wingate University. They've had only 1 other big leaguer in their history. Originally from Charlotte. He's got a couple swing and misses already on Hunter Goodman. He's going to take a little bit of a walk.
I think Farris is one of those guys where once you see him, once you see that changeup, you see the timing of the fastball, you can get on time with him. And that's what I mean. Righties know he's going to throw that pitch to get outs. So once you've seen it, you know what it looks like, because it's a big pronation on that pitch.
This ball walloped toward left center field, and a touchdown roll to the wall. Freeman comes home. Ball gets loose a little bit. It's center, and Hunter Goodman's going to have himself a triple. His 5th of the year, making 1-0 Colorado. That was an absolute bullet to the gap.
A nice little 1-iron to the deepest part of the park. This is a great swing by Hunter, using the big part of the field. Tyler turns around, picks up where the center fielder is. Now he knows he can trot. He loses his footing out there, and that's where Hunter's able to get to third.
It was 109 off the bat. Now the infield comes in halfway with Blaine Krim at the plate. That's in there, 1-1. Second and third home run of Blaine's brief big league career. He's made an impact already with the Rockies. And that touches the zone. Brock Ballew's calling balls and strikes. Chad Fairchild at first. Bill Miller's the crew chief. Bill's at second. Roberto Ortiz at third tonight. Talking about the fact that the Rockies have really struggled in the first inning over the last month. This is the second time in the last 24 games that they have scored in the first inning.
It's good to see. They did it in one of the games against the Marlins as well, but they need to make it more steady throughout the innings.
This should get the job done in center field. Teodosio will make the catch. Coming home's Hunter Goodman. So Blaine Krim makes it 2-0. He's got 8 RBIs already.
This is a good at bat because he saw the changeup twice and spit on it down. You could tell, nice and balanced approach. Waited him out until he got something up in the zone.
Two runs in, 2 outs, and Brent Doyle, who's feasted on left-handed pitching this year, steps to the plate.
The other thing that's nice for the right-handed hitters is he doesn't like to pitch in. He'll flash in occasionally, but almost everything is arm side.
He gets a strikeout at Doyle, but in the inning, Tyler Freeman led off with a double. Hunter Goodman had a 1-out triple. Blaine Krim is scoring a fly ball. 2-0. Good start for Colorado.
You know there's better golf in you. And whether you're new to the game or you've been playing your whole life, PXG could get better golf out of you. Our expert fitters use the unique adjustability of PXG clubs to help you hit it longer, straighter, and play with the confidence you've always wanted. Book your PXG fitting experience now at pxg.com or a PXG location near you. PXG, you've never played like this before.
Never clean your gutters again with LeafGuard. LeafGuard's seamless design keeps leaves, pests, and sediment out while directing water away from your home, preventing wood rot and foundation decay, giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6LeafGuard right now for 75% off installation plus $200 off your purchase. LeafGuard, get it today. Protected for life.
Orbit Cam is presented by York Space Systems. Taylor Ward's going to step up for the Angels. The Rockies have a 2-0 lead for Bradley Blalock. And the first pitch is a fastball at 95 in there on Ward. Ward has produced a career-high 100 ribbies this year. And the guy on deck, Joe Adell, has 95. And if Joe Adell can drive in 5 more runs the final 10 days of the season, he'll be the first Angel teammates to eclipse the century mark since.
My guess would be Glaus and Salmon.
Oh no, you're going way too far back, my friend.
Okay, Trout and Ohtani. Yeah.
That's a good guess. It's actually Trout and Albert Pujols.
Okay.
And that was 2016. If you're just joining us, Mike hit a ball about 410 feet straightaway center field that was caught out there by Brent Doyle. That's strike 3. So Taylor Ward gets dismissed. First strikeout for Blalock as Adell comes up.
Well, let's check out the forward keys to the game. Fear not, and that is for Bradley Blalock. Last 4 starts, forget about him. Short memory, be a goldfish. Divine intervention, and that is for one Mike Trout. He has been struggling this year, but he has swung the bat incredibly well at Coors Field. And Halo's revenge. That is for Mickey. We've been talking about how hot he is, and now he gets a shot at his former team. Let's see him do something fun.
That first pitch fouled off by Adell. Adell's always been this well thought of prospect, and it's taken him some time, but he's really taken off this year. 36 home runs, the 95 ribbies we were discussing. They can thump a little bit now. They have 212 home runs this year. That's the 5th most in baseball. Ground ball through the left side. So Adell with a 1-out knock. First base runner for the Halos.
We talked about this last year when we were in Anaheim, how hard he can strike the baseball. It's 114 miles an hour off the bat through the 6-hole. Gets a little two-seamer running in that he's able to get out in front of. You can hear how loud that was off the bat.
Here's Christian Moore at the plate. Breaking ball in there on Christian. Came to the big leagues early, was sent out, and now he's come back. He's had a couple home runs since his return. Christian Moore was the 8th pick in the draft a year ago. And he just tied up the baseball game. He can do that. And there's a bunch of guys in the Rockies dugout who've seen that before. He's a Tennessee Volunteer, and he played with Dolander, and he played with Beck, and he played with Halverson.
He's got big league stuff when it comes to the hitting and the makeup. There was a lot of talk out of the draft last year that he was big league ready immediately, and then he went ahead and just destroyed the minor leagues last year. He gets a top rail fastball that doesn't quite get to the top rail, in under the hands of Moore. He shortcuts it. Hits it out for a 7th home run of the year.
Here's Logan O'Hoppe. Oh, what a play by Tovar. And he'll get him at first. Well, you talk about the long hop to get O'Hoppe. How about a long 3 hops to get O'Hoppe?
Hey, that's what you got to do on this backhand. Hit hard enough that it basically gives him the pirouette, gets to his feet, and then just intentionally spikes that ball into the ground. We saw him make that play the other day where he tried to get it there all the way. And
all right, I want to flash back to 24-year-old Corey Sullivan. How mad would you be if that was you going back to the dugout?
I think you would probably be hearing helmet spikes right now.
Right?
Yeah. It wouldn't be good. Everything I would be thinking was that's a hit, that's a hit. I might even be able to start my rounding of first base.
Absolutely. Yeah. That was robbery by Tovar. Denzer Guzman fouls it off 2-1. Again, he's playing right now in the absence of Zach Neto. Neto, 26 home runs, 26 stolen bases. He's unfortunately done for the year. Neto has a hand strain. He's the WAR leader on the Angels. 3-2. Guzman ran into one in the Milwaukee series. Angels just came from Milwaukee. Oh boy, he just ran into another one. And just like that, the Rockies have lost the lead 3-2 as Denzer Guzman with a long drive to left.
Yeah, 415 feet. It's another fastball from Blalock. It's 93 miles an hour. Looks like they're trying to get it down and away, but instead it misses in the middle of the plate. And Guzman makes him pay for it.
Bryce Teodosio swings and misses. It's 0-1. 21-year-old shortstop's pretty twitchy, huh?
Yeah, that was quick and short to the baseball.
That misses. Teodosio's a Clemson product. Talking to some of the members of the Angels coaching staff, he can really go get it in center field.
Anytime I hear that, I like to obviously get eyes on them here at Coors Field, because that really will tell you if they can go get it.
3-2.
I remember when PCA was coming up and everybody talked about how good he was, and then he ends up debuting here and we got to see him make a couple of ridiculous plays. And you're like, okay,
he can go get it.
Yeah.
Just the way the metrics are this year, in all likelihood, he's going to unseat Brent Doyle for the Gold Glove in center field. Doyle has the last two. On the ground to third, Karros has it, gets rid of it quickly the way Teodosio runs. In the inning, two-run home run, Christian Moore, solo shot, Denzer Guzman, 3-2 Angels, middle of 2.
If you know luxury, it's not just award-winning, it's rewarding. Saatva Mattresses supports all types of sleepers. Luxury is handcrafted and assembled in American factories and brought directly to you with our complimentary in-home delivery and setup service. Which is why over 90% of customers would recommend Saatva to friends and family. Saatva, luxury mattresses made affordable.
The true West has no fences. There's an edge, but you gotta find it. Find comfort from the traditions that help define it, and the confidence from having the courage to defy it. But being brave isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. Now, we might not need more people in the West, but would it hurt to have a little more West in the people?
Angels have taken a 3-2 lead. We're early on as we go to the bottom of the second. Ezequiel Tovar is going to lead it off against Mitch Farris with Corey Sullivan. I'm Drew Goodman upstairs. We have two special guests. Gene Fruth to my right, Veronica Alvarez to Gene's right. And you guys have been putting together quite a project. See Her, Be Her. And we have the book, and there's a film coming out. So give us the genesis of this whole project, if you would.
Well, the film See Her, Be Her is a documentary on women who play baseball around the world. It debuted during the World Series last year, and now we've been on tour at AMC Dolby Theaters across the country for this baseball season, and Veronica Alvarez is one of our stars in the film.
Yep. I think it's pretty cool. I've obviously known Eugene for a long time. You were a photog down in the well where I've gotten to see you and see some of your work. How did you want to segue into film?
This is really important because women playing baseball, we need to create more visibility for these women. That's the whole goal of this film, is creating visibility with the hopes of providing more opportunities for girls and women in the game. And nobody does a better job than Veronica. She's the first woman MLB ambassador to baseball, the manager of the USA women's baseball team. She's in charge of international player development for the Oakland A's. I mean, and she's a star in baseball. She was a player and now a manager. And it's just important that people know that women play baseball and that it's growing. And with the evolution of all women's sports, this is the time to do it. So it was important to, yes, to take stills, and I love being a still photographer.
Here's a base hit for the Rockies shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. So a lead single with Kyle Farmer coming up. I wanted to ask you, Veronica, when you look back on your career, I assume it began in the game of softball, correct?
It actually started in baseball as a little girl.
Okay.
Switched to softball like it happened.
Switched to softball, okay.
And then came back to the baseball and the women's national team.
How many women have you seen now make the transition where they are playing baseball?
We have a national team that the majority of the players never switched to softball, or they did for a short stint just for college opportunity, but the bulk of their opportunity and their careers were in baseball alone. So it's really cool because we're getting veteran baseball players on the national team level competing at a high level, which is what we want, right? We want these women to never have to make that transition, to be able to stay in the game of baseball as long as they choose.
Is there a possibility, and I know this is something both of you have thought about probably many, many times, where we can see the women's game of baseball played collegiately?
I think that's where we need to go, right? When we always talk about the chicken or the egg conversation, do we grow it at the grassroots levels? Do we grow it in professional opportunities? I think both have to happen simultaneously. I think that getting into colleges would be incredible, just to create more player-based database, right? And where to pick from to then have a successful professional league. But I think that, yes, that would be a great opportunity to get at the collegiate level.
And we're seeing it happen. We have college club teams now happening in many colleges. And it's also important to know that this is an international game, women's baseball. There's over 25 countries that have national teams around the world.
Well, that's what I was going to ask next is, do you find it that it's in the United States where we don't have as much women's baseball? Or is it globally, is it bigger than we know it to be?
Yeah, I think that softball's growth in the United States has kind of held the growth of baseball back, right? Everyone in the United States is kind of brainwashed to think that girls play softball and boys play baseball. And sure, there are that, majority do, but we're not competing against softball, right? We're trying to say that both could exist and we can coexist. But internationally, you see Japan having professional leagues, Australia, Canada, Chinese Taipei, all these different countries are really having a great foundation of women's baseball, and then you see it on the international stage. We've been able to be very successful in the most recent years on the national stage for us at USA Baseball and the women's national team, but it's because we've really just like bulldozed development, and everything I've learned at the A's I've brought into the women's national team, and we've kind of dealt with it like that, but the opportunities are very limited in the U.S., so we're really hoping for more opportunities for these women to get just more, more time on field.
We used to see this. The WNBA is blowing up, and it's wonderful, right? And we've seen women's soccer now. We got a team coming here. It's awesome, right? New stadium being built for women's soccer. It used to be that if you were an elite women's basketball player, to make a living, you had to go overseas. Are there U.S. women now playing in some of those aforementioned leagues?
We're getting them to go out for an opportunity to play for a couple weeks and things like that, so they are getting pretty cool opportunities. We're also getting women in these in unconventional spaces like the banana ball, right? And a lot of our women have gotten that opportunity, and though it's different than baseball per se, right, it's still opportunities to grow themselves as players on field, doing this every day, right? Batting practice, fielding, everything like that, competing every day, and so that helps them grow. We've gotten more women competing at collegiate level, so we have Olivia Pichardo that made news for playing at Brown University. We've gotten some more players in the D2 and D3 space, so we're getting these opportunities like that, so they haven't necessarily gone overseas, but I see a place where that will eventually happen.
I think that's pretty special. Oh, is it a walk?
Yep. Kyle Caros draws a walk, so there's 2 on, 1 out, and that'll bring up Ryan Ritter.
So you got to throw out the first pitch today, and I was going to ask you, do you think your players or your teammates would razz you more if you didn't throw a strike?
Ooh, probably my players.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hard on me at times, but I'm hard on them too. But they also think I'm a really good BP thrower, which I'm very proud of.
That's what I was gonna say. If you throw BP, you can throw strikes.
A lot of them might say, and not to toot my own horn, that I'm the best BP thrower. So.
And correct me if I'm wrong. You're a firefighter as well.
I was a firefighter for 8 years, and so being in that space, kind of having to make quick decisions, work under pressure, has really helped me in my baseball career. Not only managing the women, but also working in the male space of baseball, right? And being in that staff room where it's mostly men and all men, and just kind of fitting in, right, and getting along really well in that space. So it's been awesome. But if you know Jean, right, and her mastery behind the lens, that's what you see in this documentary. It's really incredible images, and just the way that it's shot. It's so artistic, and not only just telling our story in such a impressive and unique way, and very true to us. And she did she did good by us. It's so artistic as well, and so it's a beautiful film as well.
It's a story of 7 different countries and 7 different girls, right?
Yeah, we were in 3 continents, 7 countries, and 4 languages. And we've also had baseball stars support us. Cal Ripken Jr. supports and he's such behind the women's game. Ichiro Suzuki, new Hall of Famer Ichiro Suzuki, supported the film, did an interview for the film, and is part of it. And it's really great to have the support of the Rockies. Why are we here right now? Because they're supporting the women's game, and we're just seeing such success for women in baseball, on the field, off the field, and around the world.
A lot of people ask, like, why baseball, right? Like, why not just go play softball? And it's just a different sport, right? We all are in it because we love it and we understand its beauty. And I think that's what most girls that play baseball, they just want to play baseball, right? And we know that softball exists. They know softball exists. They just want the opportunity to play baseball. So if there's anything we're fighting for, it's just that, for them to have the choice when it comes time to make a decision, right? And I just became a mom 3 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you to a little girl. And so I've always fought for this next generation as if I was their mother, right? As if they were my daughters. But it brings new reason for fight, right? For her to one day have a choice, whether it's that baseball, basketball, whatever it is, right, that she has the opportunity to pick.
Gene, these photos are stunning.
Thank you.
Seriously, and I'm just leafing my way through this very quickly. There's some ladies here playing in Uganda. So I mean, it's not necessarily countries you may assume are involved in baseball. It's some countries that you don't normally associate the game with.
Yeah, Uganda blew me away. There's 8 regions in Uganda where women are playing baseball, and it's incredible. And the thing is when you watch the film and you see the high level of play at the Women's World Cup, which is where it all comes together, you'll see this really entertaining form of baseball. This is not charity for women. When you see this, it's entertainment. It's why women sports are being watched more and more, because the level of play is so high. So I'm excited to show that. Veronica says it's shot artistically. It's also shot showing the talent.
I got a question for you. These 2 of my boys toured this school. They were college baseball players. Occidental, do they have a women's club team?
They have a women's club team, and it wouldn't surprise me if we start seeing women's college teams like starting to happen. It's Montclair also has a
Montclair
women's.
State.
Yep.
Shout out to Jersey. And Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Millville.
Well, I say this all the time when it comes to baseball players using their platform for change, and I think what you guys are doing is absolutely incredible. I'm a girl dad, so I say this from my heart. It's incredible, and you guys should be incredibly proud of yourselves.
Thank you. Yeah.
Really appreciate it. And we have a new women's professional league coming next year. It's just starting off, and more details to come, but you'll start seeing now a women's professional team here in the United States, where other countries will be participating in it.
That's pretty cool.
Here's Tyler Freeman doing his thing. 3 and 2 with runners moving. He just tied up the game.
Yeah, it was a good battle of it at bat. He was in an 0-2 ditch. Got himself into a 3-2 count where he could get a good pitch out over the plate and tie the game up. Well, we have copies up here, and I told you guys this during the break. I would be absolutely honored if you would both autograph one for me. I will put it on display in my man cave. No joke. I love it. And now it will become a man and woman's cave.
Oh, I'm honored. Yeah,
Yep.
you certainly want this woman's autograph.
We appreciate it, yeah.
Yeah, that's tremendous. We
Yeah.
thank you very, very much. We wish you continued success in all of both of your endeavors. But the photos, folks, grassroots baseball women, I mean, out of this world.
And most importantly, I want to know, how can people see the film?
They can see the film tomorrow at the AMC Theater here in downtown Denver at 1 p.m. It will start, so come on by, and we'll have books and a book signing there. So, and an incredible panel of women, including women who are in baseball here in the Rockies. So.
I believe Tracy Abeda will be there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So we're excited about that tomorrow. And if you can't make it out to the theater, you can see it on Amazon Prime in 3 countries, United States, Canada, and in Japan.
That's awesome. Another question for you real quick, Gene. Are you going to get back in the well?
Not tonight, because I got to hang out with the baby.
No, right.
So, but I'll be back in the well. Yeah, I'm still shooting.
Okay.
I give her a hard time when she doesn't show up with a camera at a place.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you a photographer without a camera?
0-2 on Moniak, 1st and 3rd, 2 outs.
Well, I got to ask, what's your favorite place? Where's your favorite place to shoot? Is it a baseball stadium? Is it a...
I actually do a photography workshop here because of how beautiful this is. I mean, and all the details of this ballpark. There's so much to shoot here. You know, the beautiful skies, the skyline, the purple seats, and all the details. This is a great place to teach sports photography. I come here every year and do a class, and I love doing it.
Gene, Veronica, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Tremendous stuff. Rockies have tied it up. Back in a moment.
Turn on baseball's national pregame show. MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
You know the top 3 are getting there.
First take from the players.
Understanding what I do well, and it's use the whole field.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays on MLB Network.
I think the sneaky team to watch is the Giants.
It's going to be fun to watch this staff. That is the best ballpark in the world to pitch in San Francisco.
A lot of experience up top.
I like where this team's headed.
High drive! It is out of here! Doesn't get any better than this.
Logan Webb might be the most underappreciated quality starting pitcher in all of baseball.
If this Giants team is going to make noise, it's going to be because of their starting rotation.
Yeah. For me, it's really important for us to establish an identity.
You're going to be talking about the Giants in September again.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strike him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
3-3 ball game as we go to the top of the 3rd. A lot going on in this Friday night, and we go to the Rockies dugout as we typically do on Friday and visit with the Rockies manager, Warren Schaap. Schaap, first and foremost, you see a guy like Mike Trout. Does it make you pause for a moment? And because I know how much you respect the game and love this game, do you take a moment, even though you're competing, to say, wow?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Trout's been a really good player in this game for a long time. I think everybody respects what he's done. I remember playing against him in Double-A. He was a horse, an animal back then, and it's just good to see.
Schaap, obviously, it's 3-3. Not exactly where you want to be, but in your post game yesterday, you talked about while they're coming back, they weren't scoring enough early. You got to be happy where they are offensively.
Yeah, heck yeah. I mean, we started out different today, which was good. We executed early, Krim with sac fly. That's right where we want to be, and we're going to keep pushing all game.
Hey, Schaap, good luck the rest of the way. Make sure you buy your dad dinner tonight, by the way.
All right, I'll see you.
All right, see you, buddy. So the count is 1-2 on Nolan Shonawell, who just came off the injured list today. Top of the order for the Angels here in the 3rd. Trout is on deck. And that will have to be fielded on a couple of hops by Freeman. And he'll hold him to a single. Let's take a look at the UC Health scouting report on Mike Trout. So he had 71 plus WAR in his first 9 seasons. Who eclipsed that in their first 9 seasons ever? Only Teddy Baseball.
That's absolutely incredible. He's ahead of Mickey Mantle, Stan Musial, and Barry Bonds. I just don't think there's any argument for him being one of the greatest players of all time. And I get it, we have Shohei now, but 10 years ago, 12 years ago, this guy was absolutely the greatest baseball player on planet Earth.
He's 34 now. We know there's been injuries the last several years. He's not 100% right now. But you go back, go to Baseball Reference, folks, and look up the first decade of Mike Trout's career, and it's absurd. It really is absurd. Even right now, he has a 975 career OPS, which, given the last couple of years, has come down a little bit. So he was like a 1,000 OPS guy career for well over a decade. Yeah.
We were
talking. The guy almost stole 50 bases one season.
Yeah, we were talking about his OPS plus. 100 is league average. Takes ballpark into account. 169 for his career. 69% better than everyone else.
3 MVPs. He's finished second 4 times. Top 5 in the American League 5 times. 9 Silver Sluggers, Rookie of the Year, 11-time All-Star. He's played in 1 postseason. 3-2. And that's the difference between this game and the 3 other major sports. As great as Mike Trout is, he has to wait his turn. You can't just say, hey, we're going to give the basketball tonight to Mike Trout late. Swings and misses. Blalock able to strike him out. You can do that in hoops. In hockey, you double shift Nathan McKinnon and get him the puck. Have McCarr out there. Obviously, football, if you're a quarterback, the ball's in your hand. This is the pitch that's really befuddled him. The fastball typically up in the zone that he used to get to, and he's struggling getting the barrel to right now.
A little bit late, but also he's dealt with some knee issues. He's traditionally a low ball hitter, but for Bradley Blalock, that's the fastball we want to see. That high top rail fastball. He's got good induced vertical break. Just live up there. Then spin that off of it.
Yohan Moncada. He grounded to second his first time up. 2 in the first, 1 in the second for the Rockies. A 3 spot in the second via 2 long balls for the Angels. And that should be a double play. Ritter flips to Tovar and an easy 4-6-3 to end the inning.
Catch up on all the baseball action with a triple play. Kevin Millar, Ryan Dempster, and Sierra Santos. 3 hosts joined by baseball's biggest stars for the best interview in baseball. Intentional Talk. Weekdays only on MLB Network.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
For the 1,000th time together, welcome into MLB Central.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
That foot's just a kickstand. Bang!
Interviews with the players.
I had a coach that kind of called me an alien. Skinny guy, fast, big head.
And a little bit.
I don't have cologne today.
Open it on your own like a man.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
We got our hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party. Oh my, this guy is next level. Oh my goodness.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
What a moment. This is the show that never ends.
The 611 Podcast meets MLB Network. Join longtime teammates and former MVPs Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard, plus other former players for unfiltered conversations about baseball, culture, and life. Only on MLB Network.
Odds are brought to you by Bet365. We're on Blaine Crim, 1+ home run, plus 500 on a $100 bet. He is coming off a game. He had 2 home runs. Love to see the Crim Reaper do it again tonight for the Rockies. You're supposed to say over, Drew.
I'm not coachable tonight.
Okay.
I'm uncoachable.
You having a bad game?
Over. Not yet. It's
Okay.
early, all right? You know, I didn't like my first at bat.
Okay.
Hunter Goodman. And that's off the end of the bat. And it'll be an easy play at first for Shonowell. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Blaine Crim. Those ladies, fascinating. And I was blown away by the number of countries that are playing, women are playing baseball.
That's why I feel like softball has kind of taken over. They just had the league introduced here for the professional softball league. And obviously we have some women that we've played with at fantasy camp in baseball that are incredibly talented. And I just figured on a global scale, it's got to be played more out of the United States than it is in.
Tara Harbert, who's played every year at fantasy camp forever, was an All-American softball player at Colorado State and Hawaii, and then played on the U.S. national women's baseball team.
Yep.
Crim drives this to center field and deep. Did he get all of it? No. That's not right. Teodosio brings that one back.
Drew, can you tell me real fast how many feet center field is?
415.
He hit that 423, and it got taken away just like that. That was number 4. We were talking about Teodosio being able to play center field. I say yes. He made this look easy. Yeah, Blaine can't believe it.
Well, I mentioned an inning ago that the word on this kid is that he can go get him. And you said, well, I want to watch him here at Coors Field because this is the ultimate testing ground, proving ground for a center fielder. He just passed.
He did. He gets a check plus and a sticker. Good job.
He's not getting one from Blaine Crim, I can guarantee you that. 1-1 on Doyle, who's been known to make a catch or few or two over the wall.
Game, respect game.
Crim's made an impression this first week, huh?
He has. I told you, first time I got to see him down there from the open side, it is in the zone a long time. He's got a flat bat path. He stays through the baseball very well, and obviously it's paid dividends.
Well, that was a home run in 28 ballparks. Coors Field, Chase Field, no.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show, live at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
I think this is the Phillies' division to win.
Everybody knows their role within the team and are motivated collectively to go after that World Series ring.
Bryce Harper is one of the great faces of our sport.
Great ones do great things when it matters.
Trey Turner, just tools out of his mind.
Trey Turner, mammoth home run.
Zach Wheeler. But this guy has been nothing but sensational since he was signed.
This fan base loves us as a team. I love the city, man. A lot of fun to be able to go in the bank every single day.
They are a complete team. Time to win for the Phillies.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Save the date. Join us at Coors Field on Saturday, January 24th for Rockies Fest, featuring autograph sessions, Q&A sessions, activities for the kids, and a whole lot more. Details and ticket information will be available on Rockies.com/RockiesFest in the coming months. Hope to see you there.
Taylor Ward in the 4th inning leading off for the Angels. He struck out looking his first time. Fouls that pitch back.
For Bradley, this is important. Obviously, 2 misplaced fastballs get hit out of the ballpark. We talked about it with Tanner Gordon. Find a way and fight. Make sure when you leave the game, the Rocks have an opportunity to win.
It's a 1-1 on Ward. Just missed 2-1. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So it's gone full on Ward. He had a stretch earlier this year, 10 straight ball games with an extra base hit. It's not going to be an extra base hit, but it's a single leading off the 4th for Ward. Let's get a message from Quick Trip.
Hey, baseball fans, don't get caught napping. Make a double play with Quick Trip's $5 for a breakfast sandwich plus a Red Bull deal this season. QT, more than a gas station.
Joe Adele had a base hit his first time. Fouls that back. Oh, 2. I was looking back on Taylor Ward in college. He was a first rounder out of Fresno State, Sully, in 2015. In 2013, when Aaron Judge was drafted out of Fresno State. So I believe they overlapped for at least a year.
They should have, unless he was a draft eligible sophomore. Ward, right? That would be the only
well, Taylor Ward was drafted out of high school in 12, and then he went in the 15th round. Excuse me, he went in 2015. So he played 3 years at Fresno State.
Yeah.
That's a formidable middle of the lineup.
Yeah, I would think so. Tough to navigate. Another ball from Joe Adele. That's absolutely squared up. 4-seam fastball, trying to get it up top. That's belt high, though, as you can see from Adele, and takes it back through the box. 111. Off the bat.
So Christian Moore, who hit a 2-run home run in his last at bat to left, he stands in. Won a national championship at Tennessee. Fouled off.
They beat.
I'm trying to think who they beat. They beat Arkansas.
Do you remember who was on the mound?
Well, I'm not doing a very good job, so
no.
You give me. You're going to lead the witness a little bit.
You're the king of college baseball. I'm letting you get there. You'll get there.
We're talking about a coach being the king?
No,
Moore's got.
You know everything about college baseball.
But I let everything go, too. My computer's short-circuiting. Moore went around. 1 out.
They beat Texas?
until you sound convicted.
Logan O'Hoppe robbed his first time up by Ezekiel Tovar, convicted that was a great play by Tovar.
I'll just tell you, it was the Aggies.
This is cut off nicely by Karras. There's 1 and 2. Ritter hung in there nicely. He took a shot from Joe Adele, who then tapped him on the chest as if to say, hey, I'm just competing. I hope you're okay. Watch this.
MLB Network podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network podcast, presented by New Balance, available wherever you get your podcasts. Catch up on all the baseball action with a triple play. Kevin Millar, Ryan Dempster, and Sierra Santos. 3 hosts joined by baseball's biggest stars for the best interview in baseball. Intentional Talk, weekdays only on MLB Network.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it, back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin.
Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
Goodbye! Snakes alive!
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
Ethan Holiday, fresh off his first pro season, took a little BP with Dad looking on and a whole lot of members of the media, and he did not disappoint. He hit balls where one should not be able to hit baseballs, including the upper deck on a number of occasions, and he hit a ball out over number 33, Larry Walker, in extreme right center field that had a number of people scurrying around. I don't want to embarrass you. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys. This is awesome.
Yeah, you doing well?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
This fits you pretty good.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
I could get used to it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I don't think I know 25's for the draft year, but that's not going to be the number, right?
You know, I haven't really thought about 25 being the number, but if it is, it's all right. It's a good number.
Yeah.
You know, we can talk about your stuff all day. What's the best story that Dad or Mom have ever told you about Sullivan and or Spilborghs?
Oh, man.
He was too young. He can't remember.
Well, I think both of you guys were there when I was born, right?
I was watching your brother Jackson. I drove Jackson to the hospital to kind of get. I think I was the first teammate, honestly, to hold you, which is insane.
Now look at us.
I know, it's great. Now he towers over me. Yeah.
Well, it's better than Sully. Sully has better hands than Spilly. So
that's true.
You know,
Spilly can hit better, but he couldn't catch it.
If Spilly was holding you initially, you wouldn't be here, did you? All right, he would have dropped you, and something bad would have happened. So we have that. How fun was it to actually be here? I mean, you know, it's now a few months from the draft, etc.
I mean, the draft. It's been what, 2 months now. That excitement of the draft. It's not. I wouldn't say it's gone away, but it's shifted to more of an excitement of, all right, I got to work on my development to get here, and kind of being distracted by the low A season and being in Arizona. And then you come out here and you're like, wow, this is so fun, and you get to be a kid, and this is the big leagues. You're watching a major league game, and I love it. I mean, I got to meet a lot of really cool guys today, and just being around you guys and being around all the great people I've really known my whole life, and it's just amazing. And
is it a little surreal?
It's surreal. Yeah, that's the word. I mean, it's just incredible being out here and hitting batting practice and being around big leaguers in the locker room. And it's all of it's hard to put to words, but it's really awesome.
I have to ask, were you nervous for BP? There's a reason I'm asking.
I was more nervous to ground balls because you're taking ground balls as a Gold Glover, and that's a little daunting.
Yeah.
So the BP I've hit BP before, but you're taking ground balls as the Gold Glover. That's a little bit different, but no, it was good.
Did Tovey say anything to you?
He's quiet. He was just he was doing work. I mean, he was just getting after it, and he was really fun to watch.
What was interesting, I'm standing with your dad watching you take BP, and he talked about the first time he ever took BP here, and he's like, I was trying to hit balls over the tundra, and watching you, he's like, he's so much more poised. Your first 5-7 swings were just line drives right back up the middle, nice quiet approach, nothing big. Then we got to see the big boy swing come out, obviously, later. But just listening to your dad talk about how poised you were, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 18, but he's a grown man now.
Yeah, I mean, the first round, I was just trying to do what I normally do during batting practice, and over the last few months, I've been taking batting practice every day on the field, and then I talked to one of the hitting coaches. He's like, yeah, just let it loose a little bit, have a little fun. So I turned it loose a little bit, but no, it was so fun, and just being on this field, and it was really cool.
Did you have a left-handed swing? Because obviously Dad is right-handed. Did you have a left-handed swing in Jackson as well that you emulated as a kid?
Not really. I kind of did everybody, honestly. Like a little bit of Barry Bonds, a little bit of King Griffey.
You have your dad's follow.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
I mean, I watched him a lot.
Yeah.
I used to do a big leg kick. I don't do it as much anymore. I actually did Michael Brantley a lot. I tried to hit like him.
That's a good one.
Great hitter. He put the bat on his shoulder and just went to work, and I've gone away from that just a little bit, but yeah, I used to do that a lot.
Kyle Karros, the son of a big leaguer who had who was a stud.
You got to talk to him a little bit, right?
Yeah,
I saw you guys walk out together, talk a little bit.
Yeah, he. I mean, everybody on the team really just treated me like I was one of their teammates, and that was really cool for me because going into it, you don't really know what to expect. And I mean, I should have expected these guys were just gonna be great. And yeah, he was awesome. He played catch, and just a really cool dude. And the way that we can all connect so fast, it really just shows the cool side of having that fraternity style of a team. So it's pretty cool.
What was the biggest takeaway for you? Short period of time, obviously, that you played in the Cal League.
Yeah, the Cal Leagues. I mean, the competition out there was really incredible, and the guys on our team were super talented young guys that are just full of talent, and it was good. It was a good challenge to get out there and face adversity and see success and kind of go through the ups and downs of what the professional season's going to be, and yeah, I mean, just get to kind of practice your process, and being able to be out there was awesome, and you get to learn a lot. So it was a short period of time, but I got to learn a lot about myself, and you're going to have to know yourself pretty well to be able to do this job. So it was awesome.
What was your biggest adjustment, not baseball related, being on your own for the first time?
We talked about it earlier, but I think just going home from a game, whether it was good or bad, and you're by yourself, or you get to talk to your roommates on the way home. And I had really good roommates, but after that, you're in your room, and you're kind of just in your thoughts. And I think that part will be the biggest adjustment, is being able to find a good routine and just be able to have a little, I wouldn't say like a life outside of baseball, but just kind of have a hobby. I don't really love video games.
Something to get your mind off.
Yeah, I was on the West Coast, my buddies were all asleep. But no, it was good. I got to be able to have some good time by myself and kind of learn more about myself and grow as a person.
Very quickly, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Who's funnier, you or Jackson?
Oh, he is.
Me for sure. Yeah.
Close?
It's not close.
No. Just wanted to know. Hey, great to see you, man.
It's great to see you guys. Thank you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you guys.
Good to see you.
Since its inception, the Boys and Girls Clubs have been more than a fun place for kids to go after school. For some, it's been a second home, where they can learn, play, and grow. Thanks to the partnership between Major League Baseball and Boys and Girls Clubs, children of all backgrounds have access to safe spaces. All right, let's go take a selfie. MLB Together and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, empowering children and building futures. Bring it in.
I'm Jesse's uncertainty, and I really thought house projects were my time to shine. One little, are you sure? He gets stuck before he even got started. But Jesse's changed. Because of Thumbtack. With their guides, he knows exactly what to do and who to hire. And his house is looking great. Where does that leave me?
Uncertainty doesn't live here. You do. Take care of your home with Thumbtack. Download the app today.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back. Enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Denzer Guzman is at the plate. He hit a home run in his first at bat. At the time, it gave the Angels a 3-2 lead. The Rockies have since tied it up.
I would like to publicly give a shout out to the person responsible for raising that young man right. Leslie, you did an incredible job.
You know, all their kids are great. Yeah. You know, I'll speak for me. I know Jackson and Ethan a little bit better, but it's a one, and I'm not being gratuitous here. It is, and Sully, I'll defer to you on this because you lived with them. It is not a good family. It is a great family, regardless of the fact that they all happen to be uber talented when it comes to the sport of baseball.
Yeah, I mean, Matt's family, his parents, his brother, everybody, they're all incredible. Leslie, I've known her whole family, her brothers as well. Everybody in that group, they've all done an incredible job. And I think for having spent so much time with Jackson, with Ethan, with Matt, with Leslie, it is honestly the best people I've known.
Yeah.
That's why I lived with them. I think had I not, I probably would have strayed a little bit closer to what Spilly was.
Lord help us.
Yes. But no, they're just incredible people, and they've done an incredible job with their family.
2-2, and you can tell. People at home can tell just listening to Ethan. He's 18 years of age. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Bradley thought he clipped the corner, did not. 3-2 on Guzman. 8, 9, and 1. Here in the top of the 5th inning in a 3-3 ball game. And that's ball 4. Let's check in with Mark Stout. Statter.
Fellas, as we await for another Mike Trout AB here, he's sitting on 399 home runs. The 400th career home run for Ken Griffey Jr. happened right here at 20th and Blake. You can see that with the Reds. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. We'll see what the Trout can do in this series, but his first AB sent one all the way to the wall, so could be the second this weekend. We'll see.
Yeah, I usually try and push off large things like this to the next series, but as a fan, I want to see it. I'm just being honest.
No, I don't disagree. You want to see it, then you want to see the Rockies win comfortably, but I think the baseball fan in you, it's like when we were talking to Warren Schaefer. He took a look across and saw Mike Trout. I mean, if you're in this game, whether you're like yourself, a former player, or a young manager like Warren, or a broadcaster, that's why we love the game. Yeah, at the end of the day, you want your team to win. That never changes. But you also have great respect for the all-timers. I mean, remember how Albert Pujols finished his career and the tear he went on with St. Louis? Was that not great theater? That's going to get up the middle. A base hit for Teodosio, and the throw going towards third, and that is going to allow the trail runner Teodosio to move up. He never broke stride. Brenton Doyle kind of committed what you always call a no-no for an outfielder. It's tough, isn't it? This one?
It is tough because Brenton's got such a good arm, but he does keep the ball down. This I just credit to Teodosio for reading the fact that Tovar kind of vacated the position where he knew he could get to second base. I like in a first game of a series a center fielder doing this. That barely, I mean, that throw beat him to the bag, actually. It was just a little delayed on the tag because it lets the Angels know that if you run in Brenton's face, he's going to try and throw you out. I do like that.
Nolan Shonowell, 1 for 2.
When it comes to the Trout and the 400 homers thing, I'm just thinking of all the players, the coaches, everybody involved. I mean, no one else will get to 400 on this field. Do you get what I mean?
Well, this ball lined toward right center field. It's going to get down, and it's going to run all the way to the wall. It's going to be a 2-run double for Shonowell. And the Angels move on top again, 5-3. RBIs 50 and 51 for Shonowell, who just came off the injured list.
He got himself a little split that kind of hung in the middle, and he barreled it. 106 miles an hour, is able to get past Freeman.
Jaden Hill has risen in the Rockies pen. Trout is coming up right now. You know, going back to your thought on 400 home runs, you start thinking about, you know, Manny Machado.
No,
is the next guy.
Right, but not here on this. That's what I mean. Like, so you're not going to get to see it unless it's a visiting player. So I'm sitting here saying, selfishly,
yeah, it's a huge number.
It's 10 years of 40. That's all you need to hear.
And honestly, without the injuries, he'd be over 500 right now.
Yep.
And I know injuries are part of sport. I'm always the first one to say that. Don't tell me about injuries. You know, it's athletics. People are going to get hurt. But the number of games played for Mike the last 5 years, we'll throw up a graphic. 21, he played in 36 games. In 2022, he was fabulous, but he played in only 119 games. Here's the 1-1. 2-1. Last year he played in 29, 23 played in 82. This year's been his best year in terms of volume of games in a long time, but he's compromised still. He's nowhere near 100%. The strikeout rate is the highest it's been in Mike's career. The walk rate is still way up there. 3-1.
Oh, a 3-1 pitch. That's one of those where you're just furious.
Here's the strikeout rate. Not only is it the highest in Mike's career, but it's tied for the highest in big league baseball right now with the young star in Washington, James Wood. 3-2. High fly ball to center. This is well hit, but he got under it enough that Doyle's going to make the catch. Shonowell's going to tag and move from second to third. So that's 2 baseballs tonight that he's barreled, but fortunately got under just enough that it was playable for Doyle in the first and here in the 5th.
Yeah, that's fastball from Blalock that's out over the plate for Trout, and again he's about a grain low on it. He knew it, you could tell.
You made a great point about him in his second at bat, Sully. He's one of the best low ball hitters of all time.
Yep.
Look back at some of the video of the home runs he's hit. There's 399 to scour if you want. And a number of those home runs were knee or ankle high fastballs.
Yeah. There's another Angel in Vlad Guerrero, who could hit anything, any pitch out of the zone. Trout can hit him down out of the zone better than anybody.
You know, and as the cliche goes, and you used it earlier, but you know, he'd hit 1-irons out to left center field on those pitches. You know, 450-foot line drives.
He's a big guy, but he's got shorter arms, so if you miss down and in to him, he would kill it.
1-2. Moncada ground ball to second, and also a 4-6-3 double play. Rockies down 5-3, 1 out. Shonowell's at third. 1-2 for Blalock. And this is in the air to center, plenty deep enough, but Doyle's going to give it a whirl with his great arm. And Shonowell scores standing up. 6-3, sac fly for Moncada. That's his 35th ribby. Taylor Ward a single in his last at bat. He's 1 for 2. So this is the best run production in a while for the Angels. They've lost 7 consecutive games. The Rockies trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. You know, historically, they've been a problem at Coors Field. They're 15-6 all time at Coors Field. You're looking at Ray Montgomery, the interim manager for Ron Washington. And we wish Wash all the best. He had quadruple bypass surgery this summer. He's on the mend. He's been with the club on occasion. And Ray's the interim manager. You know, this is for me, Sully, having the privilege to do this gig, you know, 24 years now. One of my favorite coaches slash managers to visit with in my time is Ron Washington. Ron Washington will tell you exactly what he thinks of his club, of you know, a player's talent level. He's engaging. He's you know, fun to be around. So we wish him all the best in his recovery. Here's the 3-2. Swung on a miss. Blalock in the inning gives up 3 runs, so it's now a 6-3 deficit for the Rockies, middle of 5.
Next. Right this second, at some movie theater somewhere.
Which one? Popcorn and...
Someone really wants a soda. But soda's like something you drink on the weekends. And today's only Tuesday.
Soda, please.
Take your time.
Mom!
What if there were a better soda?
Hey, I brought the puppy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, that was actually kind of easy.
They don't pay me enough anyway.
5 grams of sugar. Pass me one. No, I can't. I'm just a voice.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old-school pills. Plus, tadalafil, the active ingredient in Cialis, stays in your system for long-lasting results. Faster acting and long-lasting? We got you. See if Sparks are right for you at ro.co/sparks.
This man survived a 4-hour flight delay, a crying baby, and 2 coffee spills. But you'd never know. Why? His Jack Archer Jet Setter Tech Pants. Wrinkle-free, stain-resistant, and ready for anything. Upgrade your wardrobe today and get 15% off at jackarcher.com/TV.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central, weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Who wants tacos? Fans, when the Rockies score 7 in a game, go to participating Colorado Taco Bell locations the next day. Do between 4 and 6 to get your Rockies taco special with Moss at Taco Bell. That's beautiful, isn't it? We got to spend some time with EY earlier. First base coach for the Angels. Remember those times? Man, there's some all-time greats there. Vinny and EY getting together. Not only 2 all-time Rockies, 2 all-time great ambassadors for the game of baseball, just 2 fun people to yuck it up with.
They are.
Freeman lofts this one to shallow center, and he's got his 3rd hit. Tyler's 3 for 3. He can jumpstart the Rockies offense here in the 5th, down by 3.
Well, in honor of Ryan Spilmore's not being here, he gets a little slider, stays out over the plate, and the rake just keeps raking.
It's his 8th 3-hit game. 8th 3-hit game for the rake.
Second on the team to Hunter Goodman with 11.
Runners on deck. Here's Mickey Moniak. Mickey has struck out on slow stuff his first couple of at-bats. The show-me fastball from Mitch Farris.
I'd like to see Mickey use the left center off gap, especially getting a start against the lefty. Keep that front side closed.
Runner going, and this is down the left field line and foul by about 15 feet. Freeman will come back. Mickey, since June 1st, one of the best in the game slugging the baseball. He's over 600 since June 1st. And this one's going to drop. Freeman read it beautifully. He'll go first to third. Oh, no, he won't. You know what, Sully? He would have gotten there standing up, because I don't think Teodosio was going to throw the baseball in the direction of third. He had conceded it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what made him stop here. Take a watch. Oh, he tripped going around second base. That's what it was. So I think he just decided, just in case, I better shut it down. I think that's smart, because he doesn't know what's going on behind him, and he doesn't know if Teodosio has corralled the baseball yet. He's actually going out there to fix his spike mark from where he shut it down now.
Well, now with no one out, Hunter Goodman coming up. He's the tying run. Hunter tripled in a run in the first. And hit one off the end of the bat to the first baseman. We're talking about Mickey. He's slugged. This is silly, man. 6-12 since June 1st. Nick Kurtz will be the American League Rookie of the Year, one would assume.
It's going to be anybody. His teammate Jacob Wilson would be the only other option.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Judge. I mean, if you're on a list with Aaron Judge, you're doing good things, right?
Soto on that list.
Soto's on that list. He's going to be, I would think, one of the 3 finalists for MVP in the National League.
Hunter was 6th on that list. Get Hunter to 91 RBIs. See if he can run down 100 late in the season.
That would be something. Again for Farris, his 4th major league start. Came right from Double-A. The Angels, I think, Sully, maybe more than any team in baseball, if they like you as a minor leaguer, they'll move you very, very quickly.
Yeah, they don't hesitate. You can see Shanuel, Christian Moore. I mean, you look at his 2024 numbers for Farris. I think that's what they're going to base it off of. He had 25 games across 3 levels. He had a 3.08 ERA, and he was punching almost 11 guys per 9.
3-1.
See him let the chain out.
That bounces up. It's stays in play. That was fortunate for the Angels. Now the bases are loaded for Blaine Krim. Last time up, Krim thought he had a home run. We thought he had a home run. Bryce Teodosio went over the wall and took one back.
Time now for an in-game odds update brought to you by Bet365. Blaine Krim, 1+ home run, plus 700 on a $100 bet. Let's see him do it with the bases loaded.
Patiently takes ball one. That's what we've seen so many times through the history of this ballpark. If you start nibbling. 2-0.
Well, I mentioned the fact that in his first 3 starts, 7 walks. He had also given up 3 home runs.
Fly ball center field. It's going to stay in the ballpark. Teodosio underneath it. Everyone's tagging, and everyone will move up 90 feet. Tyler Freeman scores the Rockies' 4th run. Good AB again for Blaine Krim.
Second sacrifice fly of the game. Good job getting the pitch elevated and getting it out deep enough where everyone can move up. Another situational AB for Brenton Doyle now.
Brenton has been fanned twice by Farris. Pretty good block by O'Hoppe.
Slider that spiked, good job. Leaning that chest forward, making himself as big as possible.
Doyle base hit. 1 run is scored. Hunter Goodman around third. It's bobbled in center. We have ourselves a tie game, safe at second. Brenton Doyle coming through.
RBIs 56 and 57 on the 4-seam fastball from Farris. Takes it back through the middle, and this is a really good job by Brenton, keeping his eyes up on Teodosio, knowing that if there's an overthrow or a kick baseball, he can get to second base. That one just ate him up off the pinky of his glove.
We'll get a pitching change. 6-6 in the 5th.
People said I didn't look like your average football player. He had more of an accountant look, but I saw the field differently. And when I started wearing Warby Parker glasses in middle school, it all just clicked. All of a sudden, he's reading playbooks on the bus. Having good vision changed my life. There was also a great mentor. I think it was the glasses. Yeah, maybe.
So you're going to the game, and you want to save money on tickets. You learn a trumpet, you're in the marching band. Bam, you're in.
Or we use Game Time. Zone deals literally show you the best value sections. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Game Time.
TickPick had tickets so cheap, it actually got me out to a day game. Mrs. Claus thought I was at the North Pole Supermart. Nah, I hit checkout on these ticks faster than a sleigh on turbo mode. Girl's gonna lose it.
TickPick. Mythical fans, real savings.
If history has taught us anything, it's not to root against the underdog. Against impossible odds. You don't stand down. You swing first. Kalshi.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by the all-star lineup of Chevy trucks. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
Colorado Rockies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Colorado Rockies.
Berg Simpson Injury Lawyers remind you that when the game is on the line, call 303-790-2525. If you've been injured, contact Berg Simpson. Good lawyers, changing lives. So here's the situation. The Rockies were down 6-3. That didn't last long. The inning started with another Tyler Freeman hit. Moniak had a hit. Hunter Goodman walked to load the bases. Sac fly Blaine Krim. And then Doyle with a 2-run single. And now he takes off for third. And O'Hoppy's throw's not going to get him. So Brenton Doyle with a 17th stolen base. And that makes the assignment a little cleaner for Ezequiel Tovar.
Really heads up by Brenton, knowing with Silseth coming in. He's not going to focus on the runner. He's focused on the hitter. Gets a great jump. Slides in well ahead of the tag. It's the first steal at third by Brenton this year.
Chase Silseth is the new pitcher. Big league time since 2022. 8th appearance this year. He has 17 starts in his major league career.
A 3-pitch mix for him. Fastball, slider, split.
He's from a school that your family has some history with, the U of A.
I would have, as soon as you said it, I would have guessed where it was. My entire family.
2-1. And this ball to left field should be deep enough. Tagging Doyle, he flies. So no throw even offered up by Taylor Ward. That's a 4-run 5th inning. And that's the 3rd sac fly of the game for the Rockies. Situational hitting, A+.
Yeah, A+ on the situational hitting and base running. I think Brenton did a phenomenal job getting to second base off the bat, and then also stealing third on the first pitch with Silseth in the game. Doing the little things right today.
So the Rockies had a 3-run deficit for about 45 seconds, it seems like. And they're now up 7-6. So Yanquiel Fernandez is going to pinch in for Kyle Farmer. Here's what he did late yesterday.
Yeah, he got himself a little spinner from Sandy Alcantara. Caught it out front.
So you played in a bunch of these in your career. This has the earmarks of a ping pong match right now.
It does. If you're the Rockies, put your foot on the gas and stay on it.
Outside, ball 1 on Yanquiel. You know, they still, Major League Baseball, at least right now, has scored Brenton Doyle's single, a 2-run, well, let me correct that, a 2-run double. I don't know if they're going to change that because it was not fielded cleanly by Teodosio. And to me, it should have been a single. And I think they were, you know, Andy was going to send Hunter anyhow.
Yeah.
So I think it should be 2 ribbies, but the extra 90 feet, to me, should include an error, but hopefully not. You'll give Brenton a double.
Yeah, I mean, it's a single and an error, but I hope they give him a double. I think they're just saying Brenton never slowed down, so you can't really say it was a single.
2-1. 2-2 on Yanquiel. You know where else that Chase Silseth went to school? Southern Nevada, made most famous by Bryce Harper. And then he spent a year at Knoxville. He was at Tennessee.
Wow.
By the way, you'd asked me 14 innings ago.
Yeah.
Who Tennessee beat? They beat the Aggies, Texas A&M.
I said it as we went to break.
And then Jim Schlossnagle then left Texas A&M, which you can't do. You can go anywhere, but you can't go to UT. And he did. He went to Texas. So I think he's persona non grata in College Station.
How do you think that series is going to go this year?
Well, I mean, they've already had one round of that.
No, I just mean.
I mean,
my guess is that one was in Texas the first year, and next year is in A&M.
Okay, it's not to be missed.
No.
Not to be missed. Angels, they walk quite a few hitters.
That's not a good recipe here.
It's Kyle Karros. He's walked and has a single. The Rockies trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. The Halos trying to snap a 7-game losing streak. This is too short, and that'll end the inning. The Rockies score 4 times in the 5th to turn a 6-3 deficit into a 7-6 advantage.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by the all-star lineup of Chevy trucks. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Good morning. Love spending our day with you.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Let your swing get you back to 50-50.
Interviews with the players.
Ball games. This is game-changing, people.
If I ever get the chance to do this, I'm never saying no.
And a little bit.
It's a scam. No one's that happy.
This is a look
of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Colorado Rockies baseball is presented by Southwest Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Colorado Rockies. Book now at southwest.com. Fun Friday night at Coors Field, an enormous crowd, fireworks to follow, first of 3 between the Rockies and Angels. There have been enough offensive fireworks already. The Rockies have taken a 7-6 lead to the top of the 6th. New arm out there is Jaden Hill, and it's 5, 6, and 7 for the Halos. Joe Adell, who's 2 for 2, will lead it off. And that first pitch is in there for a strike at 97, 0-1 on Adell.
3.80 ERA on the season for Jaden Hill. This is his 24th game. I really like the development of his changeup. I feel like it's gotten much better as the season's gone on.
It's one of the things that several members of that bullpen, young members of that bullpen, share, and that is a plus changeup. I think Shivi has a terrific changeup. Vodnik, as we said, Jaden Hill's coming along. Here's the 0-2 on Adell. Popped up right side. And Blaine Krim will make the catch, 1 out.
Fans, the 2026 Rockies schedule is here. Home matchups include the Dodgers, Cubs, and Red Sox, and it all kicks off April 3rd with our home opener against the Phillies. Lock in your group outings, suite parties, and season tickets now at Rockies.com/tickets.
So here's Christian Moore, 2-run home run in the 2nd. He struck out in the 4th. First 2 matchups with Bradley Blalock. Swung on a miss by Moore. Christian hit 61 home runs in Knoxville. That's the UT record.
3 seasons, correct?
3 seasons.
Yeah. How many Charlie Condon hit? 1?
37 his last year at Georgia.
Yeah. I was just honestly, I was trying to think in my head comparatively. Both obviously first rounders.
Yeah, both high first rounders. Christian got to Knoxville originally from Brooklyn.
Tony Vitello's turned that program into an absolute juggernaut.
They're a wagon.
Yeah.
And they are recruiting the best talent in the country. This is an SEC matchup. This is LSU Tennessee right here. Oh, 2 swung on and missed. Jaden Hill on 3 pitches says go volunteer for bench duty now.
Really good slider down and away in a place right-handers can't hit it. Starts as a strike, works its way off the plate and down and away. Exactly what Hunter wanted.
Here's Logan O'Hoppe. He's another New York kid. He's from West Islip on Long Island, drafted right out of high school, and good inning for Jaden Hill. So the Rockies will carry a 7-6 lead to the bottom of the 6th.
I think the sneaky team to watch is the Giants.
It's going to be fun to watch this staff. That is the best ballpark in the world to pitch in San Francisco.
A lot of experience up top.
I like where this team's headed.
High drive! It is out of here! Doesn't get any better than this.
Logan Webb might be the most underappreciated quality starting pitcher in all of baseball.
If this Giants team is going to make noise, it's going to be because of their starting rotation.
Yeah.
For me, it's really important for us to establish an identity. You're going to be talking about the Giants in September again.
The 611 podcast meets MLB Network. Join longtime teammates and former MVPs Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard, plus other former players for unfiltered conversations about baseball, culture, and life. Only on MLB Network.
We got our hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party. Oh my! This guy is next level. Oh my goodness!
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guests, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
No way! What a moment! This is the show that never ends.
Kyle Freeland has been nominated for the 2025 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One. Fans vote to recognize who best represents the game through positive contributions on and off the field. Vote today at MLBtogether.com/Clemente Award. Kyle did amazing work with Special Olympics Colorado. It's his 4th year in a row being the Rockies nominee. I say it's due time. He wins it on a league-wide level. I know when Albert Pujols won it, and there was a time where he was showing all the trophies off in his house and MVPs, everything else, and he said this, and it was the Roberto Clemente trophy, and he said this is the one that means the most to me.
That sounds like Albert. Ryan Ritter at the plate. 0-1 on Ritter, pop out and a fly out so far in the ball game for Ritter. Second inning work for Chase Silseth out of a really good baseball town, Farmington, New Mexico. They have been for years the home of the Connie Mack World Series, and in another lifetime, Sully, we used to televise that annually. We used to go down there with Frage.
Yeah.
And we did the Connie Mack World Series in Farmington, New Mexico.
I don't ever think I played in what age group is Connie Mack?
17,
okay.
Roughly.
It was American Legion for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the same. I played Legion, but this is going to drop. Base hit. So Ritter aboard to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning.
That was a good job by Ritt in an 0-2 count. Going down to get the breaking ball out of the hand. Extending it. Bat went down. Fighting, though. Good to see him leading off an inning. See him keep that foot on the gas now.
Tyler Freeman's had a perfect ball game, a double and 2 singles.
Well, this is a matchup with Ritt on base and Freeman up. I expect some kind of action, whether it's stolen base, hit and run. You got that wide open right side. We know how Tyler likes to stay inside the baseball. Yeah.
I'm laughing. You wonder why? So that bunt attempt and ensuing foul ball almost went into the second deck. Does that not give you an idea how hard these guys throw?
Well, it's not just that. It also tells you Tyler Freeman's trying to push the ball. Even if he pushes it into the outfield, it's a base hit. All you got to do is get it to the right side. I mean, there is an enormous hole on the right side of the field.
There's not too many guys that would double up on a bunt attempt. I'm thinking of a guy that right now is training to get back to the big leagues in May, in Billy Hamilton.
Yeah, signed with the Cubs, correct?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh,
oh no, that was a lot. He got up to throw out Ritt, and the follow-through
got Logan O'Hoppe. And he waves off the trainer. He says he's all right.
I do think this was a hit and run, because Freeman's trying to cover Ritt. Catches him in the mask. Oh, no, so Tyler didn't get him.
Tyler did not get him. It was
the baseball.
I think Tyler thought he got him because he immediately turned around to ask about him.
Well, the sound effects we all heard definitely made it sound like it hit it.
Doing some homework on Logan O'Hoppe today, Sully, and you know how periodically we'll talk about a guy in baseball whose mask is broken. Wow. You know, when a guy signs and they list him at their signing weight and it never changes. Logan O'Hoppe, and you saw him take BP today. This guy's put together.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's a big dude. He's listed at 185 pounds.
He's 230 firm.
Exactly.
Yeah. It just goes to show you, baseball players don't care that it updates. That's really what it is.
Well, the only one I can think of that, at least recently, and I get this, is that Brenton Doyle was listed at like 6'2".
Your height you may care about, but your weight, we really don't care.
Well, they got to change. He's 6'4".
Yeah.
One and two on Freeman. Ritter takes off, and O'Hoppe from his knees.
That was impressive.
That was impressive, though, because that ball never got more than about 3.5 feet off the ground.
Third stolen base for Ritt. He gets an incredible jump, backhanded on the short hop, and throws a strike on a quick transfer too.
Pudge Rodriguez, if he was looking in, would say, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Pudge could throw from his knees as well as anyone.
That's
a wild pitch. And all of a sudden, Ritter's at third. Stolen base, wild pitch. Was O'Hoppe trying to get him to step off?
Yes, because there was a back pick at second base, but a pulled fastball right there that O'Hoppe can't get to. They had a timing play. You could see the second baseman break to second base. That caused O'Hoppe to try and get him to step off. When the pitch is delivered, he can't recover.
3-2, hard ground ball right at the second baseman, Moore. So Tyler could not bring that run home. One out, same situation defensively for the Angels, same situation from an offensive standpoint now for Mickey Moniak.
Most likely, this will be where the contact play is put on by Warren Schaefer and Andy Gonzalez. But hopefully Mickey just finds a way to either hit a fly ball or how about hit one in the seats.
That'll work too. Mickey 1 for 3. Facing his first right-hander of the night. He got the start, a rare start against a lefty because he's been so hot. Started against Farris, struck out his first 2 times, and then had a bloop single. 0-1, and that's down the left field line out of play.
We're going to take a look at the evolution of the stance for Mickey Moniak. In 2021, when he first got to the big leagues, very upright, very rigid. 23, a little bit open, tells me he was inside conscious, and now in 25, more relaxed, more balanced, more into the ground, and I think we're seeing the results.
This is popped up right around the plate. And now there are 2 outs as Shawnoel makes a catch. Hunter Goodman making his way to the plate. Hunter a triple to drive it a run in the first, and he would score on a sac fly by Blaine Cribb. He grounded out, then walked and scored in the 5th inning. Chase Silseth getting Hunter to chase. Rockies up 7-6. Out of play. Over the Rockies dugout. Rockies took 2 of 3 from the Angels last year in Anaheim. And they took 2 of 3 from the Angels here in Denver in 23. I don't know how many people remember that. I think they remember the one game the Angels won, because it was ugly from a Rockies perspective. They lost 25-1. 28 hits for the Angels. So you have a game where you win 25-1 with 28 hits and you lose the series. And
if I remember correctly, the Angels set an Angels record for hits and runs in a series and lost the series.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. 2-2. And slider gets him. So the Rockies do not cash in with Ritter standing at 3rd with no one out. But they still have a 1-run lead as we go to the 7th.
SiriusXM's The Leadoff Spot is now on MLB Network. Join Steve Phillips and former MLB players Xavier Scruggs and Eduardo Perez for a recap of the night's action, preview of the day ahead, plus in-depth baseball interviews all season long on MLB Network.
It's a great night for baseball. This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Turn on MLB Tonight's national pregame show live at 5 as Greg, Harold, and Dan preview all the night's matchups.
You know the top 3 are getting theirs.
Yeah, understanding what I do well, and it's use the whole field.
MLB Tonight's national pregame show, weekdays on MLB Network.
Orbit Cam is presented by York Space Systems. So we go to the top of the 7th. There's been a lot of fireworks from an offensive standpoint. Fireworks coming after the ball game. Juan Mejia with a .381 earned run average. Very reliable out of the Rockies pen. Denzer Guzman, a home run and a walk. 2 runs scored for the 21-year-old shortstop.
For Mejia, he's scoreless in 9 of his last 11.
Here ready, 1 ball, 1 strike on Guzman, and it's fouled off. Robert Stevenson is up in the Angels bullpen.
Bob, former Rocky.
Former Rocky. Strike 3.
This is a good-looking slider that's virtually right at Guzman. Locks him up right on the inside part of the plate.
That locked up Bryce Teodosio. 0-1. Singleton scored in the 5th inning. He's 1 out of 2. It'll be a special night tonight at Dodger Stadium. And it's an important game for both the Dodgers and the Giants. Final Dodger Stadium start for one Clayton Kershaw. Yeah, he went around. Another strikeout, and I think it's fitting, Sully. There's not anyone who wouldn't agree with this statement that his final home start, at least in the regular season, comes against the Giants.
Yeah, I think it's apropos. And, you know, Clayton's such a good guy. I'm kind of rooting for him to do something special tonight, because, you know, it'll be a sold-out crowd. Emotions will be high for him, for his teammates. They'll want to do something special offensively.
Yeah, you bet. I mean, emotions were high at his press conference yesterday. 1 ball, 1 strike on Shonwell with 2 outs in the 7th inning. We're going to get going here literally in a couple of minutes. It'll be the 61st start by Kershaw against the Giants. He has a 2.08 lifetime average against their arch rivals. And one of the only pitchers with that number of starts anywhere close to that can approach his ERA. Tom Seaver, 47 starts in his career against the Padres, a 2.02. Great.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central, weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. The 611 podcast meets MLB Network. Join longtime teammates and former MVPs Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard, plus other former players for unfiltered conversations about baseball, culture, and life. Only on MLB Network.
Baseball is presented by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. By UC Health, the official healthcare partner of the Colorado Rockies. By Law Tigers, injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS or visit lawtigers.com. And by Southwest Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Colorado Rockies. Book now at southwest.com. With Corey Sullivan and Mark Stout, I'm Drew Goodman. The Rockies have a 7-6 lead And Robert Stevenson is going to take over on the mound for the Angels. Blaine Krim in your picture. He's going to lead it off 4, 5, and 6 for Colorado.
Yeah, we go back to the third inning, and we're going to take a look at how the wind affected the fly ball of Blaine Krim. Purple is the actual conditions. The blue is the calm conditions. The wind affected it by 3 feet. Why does that matter? Well, those 3 feet are what enabled the center fielder, Teodosio, to take a home run away from Blaine Krim. With no wind, there is no catch. And it would have been Blaine Krim's 4th home run of the year. Here's a look at Teodosio taking one away from Krim. Timed the jump perfectly.
Here's the 1-0. And it's 2-0 in favor of Blaine Krim. Sac fly in the first to center. Robbed of the homer that Corey was just describing to center. Sac fly to center in the 5th. So if you're Teodosio, everybody's telling you he's come your way 3 times. 2 balls and a strike. There was a change, not surprisingly. That single by Doyle that kind of ricocheted, was hit really hard. Ricochet Teodosio. It has now been changed to a single and an E8. Single, 1 RBI, and then the E8 allowing the second run to score, and Brenton also to move up another 90 feet. And that is a base hit. Blaine Krim will sacrifice a bat, and he's aboard leading off the 7th. I'm going to steal a term you like. He's showing he's hitterish.
He is, and that's the 5th time already tonight the Rockies have had the leadoff hitter on base. It's a good job by Krim, staying through that baseball enough, even though it got in on his hands, fighting it off out into the outfield.
Orlando Arcia is going to pinch run for Krim. Gets high fives. Slap on the helmet, so Arcia will take over at first base, one would assume. See if Doyle tries to push a bunt. Same deal. Huge opening on that right side. And the Rockies trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. That hit for Krim, the Rockies' 10th of the game.
That's a good take right there by Brent. For Stevenson, it's really just a 2-pitch mix. He sprinkles in some others every 50th pitch or so, but it is a cut fastball split mix. It's 2 disengagements. I know RC is not a base stealer anymore, but this is where you might want to take one of those kind of hop off leads, see if you can time the jump perfectly.
2-2 on Doyle. Stevenson a year and a half in a Rockies uniform, 21, part of 22. 3-2. Pitched to a .313 ERA in 2021 and 49 appearances for the Rockies. Punched out 52 in 46 innings. Runner going, strike 3, and Arcia is cut down. So strike him out, throw him out. And they're 2 gone with Tovar approaching. Well, Hoppy can throw a little bit.
Yeah, he can. He's got a cannon for an arm. An elevated little cutter that is a good pitch to throw on, bad pitch to run on, and for Arcia, not a great jump.
Strike on Tovar. Ezekiel, base hit in the second. He come around and score. He lined out in the fourth and then had a sac fly to left. Rockies have had 3 sac flies tonight. How about this, Sully? Elliot Ramos, the leadoff hitter for the Giants. He went yard against Kershaw.
Treated unceremoniously.
Yeah, leading off the ball game. Tovar goes down, so Stevenson ends up working a 1-2-3 frame. We'll go to the 8th, the Rockies 7, and the Angels 6.
So you're going to the game, and you want to save money on tickets. You learn a trumpet, you're in the marching band. Bam, you're in.
Or we use Game Time. Zone deals literally show you the best value sections. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Game Time.
Ever since Bob and Sheila retired, they've been looking for ways to spice up their dinner plans. But with Home Chef, they never have to worry about the same old boring recipes. Bob and Sheila have a variety of menu options to choose from, whether it's calorie or carb conscious, gourmet picks from our culinary collection, or easy prep and quick clean-up sheet pan meals. Now dinner's its own work of art. Get 18 free meals, free shipping, and free dessert for life.
TickPick had tickets so cheap, it actually got me out to a day game. Mrs. Claus thought I was at the North Pole Supermart. Nah, I hit checkout on these ticks faster than a sleigh on turbo mode. Girl's gonna lose it.
TickPick. Mythical fans, real savings.
The upcoming schedule is presented by Bank of Colorado. So the Rockies have 2 more at home against the Angels, obviously. And then the last road trip will be 3 in Seattle, 3 in San Francisco. And those games of paramount importance to the Mariners and the Giants. Leading off here in the 8th inning is Mike Trout. And Jimmy Herget's now on the mound for the Rockies. Trout hit 2 deep fly balls to center, and he struck out. Those 3 at-bats came against Bradley Blalock. Orlando Arcia is now at first base.
Herget having a very, very good year out of the Rockies bullpen. Well, so Herget's first fast pitch of the at-bat was a fastball that he was trying to get to the top third of the strike zone. And why is that important? Because Mike Trout on the season, we talked about him being such a great low ball hitter. Top third of the strike zone, 110 batting average this year.
And he hits it sharply to short. 1 out. Yohan Moncada coming up. Let's get a message from Jack in the Box.
My bonus Jack combo with up to 3 patties, starting at $3.99.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
There's 3 other games that kind of have some big playoff implications. 2 of them are in the bag. The Mets beat the Nationals. The White Sox beat the Padres. So that closes the gap in wild card spots 2 and 3.
Yeah, the Mets inch closer to the Padres, and they just took 2 of 3 from San Diego.
Yeah, and the other one is Seattle-Houston, and they're tied for the AL West. And Seattle's winning 3-0 in the 8th.
We were talking. This is foul. We were talking for a while with EY Senior before the ball game, and he went on and on about He said, you know, Houston knows how to win, and I know that falls into a cliche, but they do. I mean, they win the division every year. They find themselves every year in the ALCS. He said, but Seattle is the best team in the West. He said their pitching is ridiculous. Well, that was a pretty good heater there from Jimmy Herget. So the former Angel has now gotten 2 quick Angels out.
That's a top rail fastball from that low arm slot. Vertical attack angle for Jimmy. Moncada can't get on top of it.
He's going to face another former teammate now as Taylor Ward comes up. He's been Mr. Automatic. Pitched to a .336 earned run average in 3 years in Anaheim. And that's a strike as well. In fact, by far his most big league appearances have come with the Angels, 92. Second most now with the Rockies. This is his 55th. Made 24 with Texas, but he was kind of up and down. Also has appeared with Atlanta and Cincinnati. That's the life of a reliever. Get to wear a lot of jerseys.
Yep.
1-2 on Ward. And this one is not quite handled by Moniak. Not an easy play. It'll go as a base hit.
This was close. Mickey got a really good jump on this baseball and showed the closing speed. But coming off the right-hand bat, it's got a little hook to it. He tries to make that backhand slide. You can't quite glove it.
But I like, so he did the right thing, right, with his legs to make sure the ball doesn't go by him.
Exactly.
So Joe Adell, 2 for 3. Remember when Adell had that big leg kick? He's now hitting more out of a crouch.
Oh, I mean, he's a strong dude. He doesn't need to generate the ground force with a leg kick. He can just trust his hands.
Home plate umpire Brock Baloo says he went around, so it's 1-1.
I mean, your margin of error for a leg kick, it's difficult. You have to have really good timing, and if something's off, you're going to swing and miss a lot. And he did in years prior.
When he gets hits, a lot of times they fly over the wall.
Yeah.
Cal Raleigh, that's ridiculous. And we'll get to see him up close and personal next week.
But I don't know if he hit one tonight. What was he at, 56, 57?
I think 56.
Yeah.
Herget. Wow, that was close. Close enough that he could be in the dugout right now. 2-2 on Adell. If you're just joining us, the Angels had a 6-3 lead at one point, and the Rockies wiped that out quickly with a 4-run fifth. Swung on and missed. Jimmy Herget with 2 strikeouts in a scoreless 8th inning. 7-6 Colorado.
This tiny home trend, not for me. Now, this is more like it. The same goes for my footwear. So I went hands-free with wide-fit Skechers slip-ins. Just step in and go without bending down or touching my shoes. Wide-fit, hands-free Skechers slip-ins.
I'll give you this brand new electric vehicle if you can prove to me you know your finances. How many subscriptions are you paying for?
Just 3.
You sure? Let's download the Rocket Money app right now and see if you're right. It's actually 21 subscriptions, which is costing you around $370 a month.
The app is telling you all this?
Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place and even helps you suggest a budget based on your past spending. Don't worry about the 21 subscriptions. You can cancel them right within the app. It'll even try and get you some of your money back.
Turn on baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Experience live baseball in a whole new way with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire.
MLB Big Inning, every game night on MLB.tv.
Everybody gets tacos tomorrow. The Rockies hit the magic number of 7. Do not forget to go to your participating Taco Bell location mañana between 4 and 6 to get your Rockies taco special at Moss at Taco Bell. So you're not going to be able to participate. You'll already be at the yard. Sorry, dude.
That's okay.
Rockies up 7-6. And Jordan Beck's going to come off the bench and pinch hit for Yanquiel Fernandez, who had earlier pinch hit for Kyle Farmer. Farmer was the original DH. Brock Burke, who's been really good for the Angels. In fact, his last 47 appearances, he has a sub-2 ERA. Tonight is his 67th appearance. That leads the Angels bullpen.
And Brock Burke is a Colorado native. He went to Evergreen High School. Just had the tragic events there. I also have spent quite a bit of time with Brock. I worked with Evergreen High School 2013, 2014 when he was drafted.
He won a ring with Texas 2 years ago.
Yep. It's interesting. He was a starter in high school, big fastball with a snap-dragging curveball, but how the pitch mix has evolved. He's more of a four-seam, two-seam now with a slider and a changeup.
High fly ball, deep left field. Did Jordan get enough? Not quite. So a long out off the bat of the pinch hitter Jordan Beck. And that'll bring up Kyle Karros, who's 1 for 2 in a walk. Well, on the plus side in this series, late, Ray Montgomery is going to have to shuffle their deck a little bit because the great Kenley Jansen does not come to Colorado anymore. You know, he has a heart issue that makes being at altitude not a wise decision, if you will, especially competing at altitude. So remember last year with Boston, he did not come to town, and he's back in Anaheim now. So Jansen, the great closer, not available in this series for the Angels. What a career he's had.
Yeah,
for former catcher. 2-1 on Kyle Karros. He's still going strong, and it seems like a while ago now that he was a Dodger. And he was a Dodger forever.
I'm trying to think what his last year would have been as a Dodger. No, don't look it up.
That's what we do. We cheat.
You got to guess first.
Burke gets the strikeout of Karros. Was it 20?
19-20. Fans, legendary Paul McCartney takes the stage at Coors Field on Saturday, October 11th for his Got Back tour. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime concert event. Reserve your seats today at Rockies.com/concerts.
Kind of consistent with you and me. We're both wrong.
17?
21.
Oh, so he did win a ring in 20. COVID shortened season.
Ryan Ritter 1 for 3. So Victor Vodnik getting ready in the 9th inning. It'll be Christian Moore, Logan O'Hoppe, and Denzer Guzman. And a fly ball to right. Adele makes a catch, so here we go. 9th inning upcoming. The Rockies need 3 efficient outs to shake hands. They lead 7-6.
Never clean your gutters again with LeafGuard. LeafGuard's seamless design keeps leaves, pests, and sediment out while directing water away from your home, preventing wood rot and foundation decay, giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6LeafGuard right now for 75% off installation plus $200 off your purchase. LeafGuard, get it today. Protected for life.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Pregame is presented by York Spake Systems. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. It's the work of the bullpen. Jaden Hill, Juan Mejia, and Jimmy Herget getting through 3 innings clean, 4 punch-outs, a couple of ground balls. Really good job holding the line. And now they hand it over to the supervillain, Victor Vodnik. Done a really good job in that closer's role since inheriting it.
Yep, he's an adrenaline junkie. You need to be if you're going to pitch the 9th inning. Christian Moore's at the plate. He takes ball 1. Moore, a couple of strikeouts, but back in the 2nd inning, he launched a 2-run home run, his 7th of the year. Uber talented former All-American from the University of Tennessee. Logan O'Hoppe's on deck. That's in there. This Angels team is scary. The record's not good. Overall, the offense producing 4.2 runs a game, 25th in baseball. However, the contrast is that they hit a ton of homers. So when it's a 1 or 2 run game, they always have that big swing ability. This is a good start to the inning. A fly ball to right. Freeman's got it. 1 out. Logan O'Hoppe 0 for 3 tonight. Took the ball on the ground 3 times. Hoppe got off to a great start. Hit a bunch of home runs in the first half. Not much in the second half, and the chase is there. It's 0-2. In fact, he's hitting just $1.18 since August 1st.
Well, I like the top rail fastball up out of the zone again in an 0-2 count. If he doesn't bite, we can work away with that changeup slider. I like it.
Yeah. He went upstairs as you had requested. Guzman on deck, and this is going to drop a base hit. So Guzman coming up. He homered in the second. This guy's been a big leaguer for about 5 minutes. That was his second home run. He also walked and scored in the fifth. Peraza is going to pinch run now for Hoppe. One ball, one strike. Luis Rengifo, the veteran, is in the on-deck circle to pinch hit for Teodosio. And Guzman lines it to center. Doyle should get there. He will. 2 outs. Peraza back to first.
That's a good job by Brent, because that ball was backspun and hit hard. It was one of those low liners where if you make that break in too early, it can get over your head, but he stayed back.
So Luis Rengifo is going to pinch hit. Big crowd, enormous crowd for fireworks after the ball game. They're all standing as the Rockies try to snap a 5-game losing streak and send the Angels to their 8th straight loss. Rengifo homered yesterday in Milwaukee. Strike one. Victor grew up about an hour east of Los Angeles, so he's a Southern California kid. Here's the 1-1, 2-1.
Vodnik's gotten 2 fastballs just off the outer edge from Brock Blue behind home. Neither of them did Rengifo think a strike, so you might as well go back out there.
2-2 on the ground foul.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he hurt his foot or his lower leg.
It looked like it fouled off maybe his toe. Tough to see. No, right off the shin, maybe.
What are the odds? I mean, he doesn't have one of those area pads. I mean, that thing goes almost up to his knee, and naturally it doesn't contact any part of it.
Right off the top of his foot. Right off the beautiful Jordan Force.
I mean, you think about this, so you have to do this. Your first movement as a hitter, you're going to have to transfer weight onto that foot.
And you're always conscious of it. And you also know that the other team knows that you're weak on that, so they typically come in. So you get conscious of it, but obviously in a one-run ball game in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, I don't think Vodnik's going to come in. So with it in the back of your head as a hitter, you're always kind of hesitant to sell out.
Yeah, Victor's arsenal generally isn't feature that part of the play.
No. Even that changeup right there, that was meant to be away, and he pulled it.
Peraza at first, 2-2, fouled off. 28-year-old switch hitter, native of Venezuela. 7-6 Colorado. Peraza at first, running for Logan O'Hoppe, who had a base hit. Another 2-2. Covered 99. Two. Did he go? No swing. Crowd was ready to roar, but Roberto Ortiz said nope. Here's the 9th pitch of this encounter. 3-2.
That was a emergency hack.
I was going to say, I think that foul ball was almost out of Hunter's glove.
Yeah. Get a good look at it here. Oh, it hit the handle. That hit the handle of his bat swinging.
Swung on and missed. Ball game over. Losing streak over. Victor Vodnik nails it down. The Rockies come from 3 runs down, and they win it 7-6 in the first of 3 against the Angels.
Good top rail fastball after a 10-pitch battle.
So the save to Victor Vodnik. The Rockies put down the 5-game losing streak. The Angels have now lost 8 consecutive ball games. The UC Health Rockies postgame show coming up next.
There's a unicorn in Hollywood.
The lineup we know is incredibly deep, but that starting rotation is unlike anything I can remember.
I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships.
This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
He's in a world of his own. Strike 3 swinging. It's a dozen strikeouts for Tyler Glasnow. Walk-off win.
Some moments are too big to miss.
Did he do it? He did. 4 home runs for Kurtz. Another 105-mile-an-hour heater. Cal Raleigh, when will we stop being amazed?
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays from around the league as they happen.
What a play! Oh, my goodness.
Plus, Highlights and reactions from the moments that matter most.
We just got to keep doing what we're doing and go out there and play our baseball.
MLB Tonight, only on MLB Network.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin.
Just an incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
Welcome you to the Rockies postgame show. It is brought to you by UC Health. Beautiful Friday night in downtown Denver. And a nice victory for the Rocks. Victor Vodnik there closing it out with a K to finish it off in the top of the ninth. As the Rocks get a much-needed victory over the Angels in the first of three. Mark Stout and Corey Sullivan. We're going to go right down to the Rockies dugout. Say hello to Brenton Doyle. Brenton, big hit in that fifth inning. The team put together a couple of singles, a walk. There was a sac fly. Tell us about your AB to knock in a couple of runs.
Yeah, I mean, good things really happen when we just keep passing the bats one by one. And I wanted to get something elevated and into the outfield, possibly score 2 runs, and that's what happened.
Brenton, talk a little bit about the bullpen. 4 innings today, 5 punch-outs. They did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, really good. Jade and Mejia, Jimmy, and Vodnik, I mean, they were lights out. And, you know, happy for them. They've been doing great all year, and good win.
Brenton, thanks for the time. Go enjoy it.
Thanks.
And the fireworks, of course, coming up later. Good dub for the guys.
It was. I think when you look at the Marlins series and how they had to battle back from behind so much, and they came up just a little bit short each game, it was important for these guys to get out to a quick start. They did that, but then to also keep building, because obviously the Angels put up some runs. They hit a couple of long balls as well, but you got to keep your foot on the gas in a game like this. They did a good job, and that bullpen really did seal the deal.
Show you what happened in the 5th inning. So the top of the order, this is the way it worked lineup-wise, got things going. That was Tyler Freeman, who had a 3-hit night.
And they had 5 innings where they got the leadoff runner on, so it was good for the offense. Tyler doing what the rake does, finding the big part of the field to start off an inning. Mickey, he's in there against the lefty, flaring it out. That's all you got to do, right? You got to fight it off. There's a lot of hits at 180 to 220 feet. Good job by him.
Goodman walks. Bases are loaded. Here comes Cribb. He thought he got it.
Well, I think he knew Teodosio had taken a 1 away from him earlier. But a couple of sac flies for Blaine tonight. Great situational ABs. Clayton Tyler, and then there's the single for Brenton. I really like the way he used the big part of the field, but I also like the base running on the back end by him. He kept his eyes up, and he kept going to second base.
And speaking of base running, he would steal third because the reliever would steal. No, he gets into second on the hit.
First pitch, the reliever comes in.
And then he steals third.
Which is a great job, and then obviously you get Toby with the sac fly. The situational hitting tonight for the Rockies was a difference maker. They played in 3 runs on 3 sac flies. That's what you need to do to keep building and keep building those runs.
It's the most sac flies the Rocks have had in a game. I say that, and I always think about telling Todd Helton that he had a sac fly, and he looked at me, that's an out mark.
Yeah, he doesn't like outs.
That's what Todd would say. You mentioned the bullpen to Brenton Doyle. Hill came in, he threw 8 pitches, all strikes, got the win, and you want it lined up. So Hill's on the plus side now, right? Hill, Mejia, and then you got Jimmy Herget and Victor.
Yeah, I thought Jaden did a good job coming in. He got a ground ball, got a punch out. That's what you want when you're transitioning into the bullpen and picking up after Bradley Blalock. Mejia's been great. He got a backwards K, he got a ground ball. Herget, top rail fastball, got 2 punch outs. And then when you hand it over to Victor, you know he's got the stuff to close the door. He
did give up the one hit in a lineup, but he ends the game on an 11-pitch battle and a good strikeout.
And big K on a guy that's a veteran and a veteran with this Angels team. It was interesting seeing Herget have to face Mike Trout in his first at bat, and he got Trout to ground out to a shortstop. Trout not on base tonight. We'll take a break. As you see, they're getting ready for fireworks here at Coors Field. Some fireworks on the field. Brenton Doyle, big part of that fifth inning that helped the Rockies win it 7-6.
Turn on baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Experience live baseball in a whole new way with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire.
MLB Big Inning, every game night on MLB.tv. Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, every night, all season long on MLB.tv. Presented by Best Western.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it, back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Some moments are too big to miss.
Raleigh does it again.
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays and reactions from the moments that matter most.
We just got to keep doing what we're doing and go out there and play our baseball.
MLB Tonight, only on MLB Network.
UC Health game summary on the UC Health postgame show. Rockies get their 42nd win, 7-6 over the Angels, 6-10-1 for the Angels, 7-10-0 for the Rockies. Hill gets the win in relief. Blalock started the game. Victor Vodnik gets the save. Freeman, 3 hits on the night. Bullpen was a key. Let's get you down into the locker room, clubhouse, and hear from Warren Schaefer.
Okay, Schaefer, through the course of the year, when you've had leads, you felt pretty good about the bullpen. Can you comment on their performance tonight, just with a 1-run lead taken all the way to the end?
Yeah, fantastic performance by the bullpen, which is, like you said, what we've seen most of the year. Jaden was excellent in the 6th inning. His slider was sharp. It's good to see his evolution into a big league pitcher, and that was another step forward for him. Juan was good as usual today. Jimmy, same deal. Good as usual. Now big spot against tough part of the order. And Vic getting through there. That was what you want your closer to do. So very nice job by the bullpen.
Blalock gives up the 3 in the 2nd, but then settles down until the 5th inning. What did you see out of the adjustments in terms of his success during some of those middle frames?
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of steps forward today for Brad. I thought his slider was better. I thought his curveball was over the plate. He just got in trouble tonight, I think, with a little bit big of a too much miss with the heater. Big misses with the heater. Trying to go to one side, going and yanking it back to the other side for a homer. But other than that, I thought Brad was good and gave us a chance to win. I think he ended up getting the win, didn't he? I think. Yeah. So some steps forward for Brad today. Gave us 5 strong.
Hey, Shafe, I don't know if you want to call them
unselfish at bats, but certainly team at bats. Tonight with sac flies, moving guys over. That's what you've been preaching much of the year, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We all do in there. It's productive outs, making productive outs, which especially early in the game. Krim getting that sac fly early in the game. Krim another sac fly. That's something that we haven't had a lot of lately, and it was nice to see, especially early. Gave you a little kick. So just what we needed. We need to do more of that for sure.
You had those 2 sac flies in the 5th inning, inning that proved to be the difference for you guys. What were you seeing from your guys at the plate during that inning as they just kind of kept it going?
In the 5th inning? Yeah, that's what we're looking for. It was just good at bat after good at bat after good at bat. I think we laid off down from that starter, laid off this changeup for the most part and got him up. That was the plan, and I think we executed the plan by and large.
Shaf, we talked pregame about Mike Trout, his quest for 400. Your thoughts when he hit 2 deep to Doyle in center? Were you just...
My thoughts?
Yeah.
Doyle's going to catch those.
Okay.
Wasn't that your thought?
Exactly.
Yeah, let me correct something. Bradley Blalock did get the win. He came out losing 6-3, but the team picked him up in that bottom half of the inning. We're back on the UC Health Postgame Show.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it, back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Yordan Alvarez is just becoming this consistent hitting machine.
The big man who wears 44 is 4 for 4.
Face of the franchise, everything that is Houston now.
He's top 5 in every category for the Houston Astros historically.
Always just assume they're going to play in the ALCS.
There's no effort. Boom.
And you can kiss that goodbye. That's a game winner.
Late inning heroics once again. He's a legend.
Unbelievable. We got our hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party. Oh my, this guy is next level. Oh my goodness.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
No way! What a moment! This is the show that never ends.
Dealer.
The Rockies postgame is presented to you by UC Health, the official healthcare partner of the Colorado Rockies, and by Breckenridge. Text PLAY to 90202 to win $5,000 on a Breckenridge vacation. There's your battery at the end of the game. Vodnik and Goodman. Victor gets the save. One-run win for the Rocks. 7-6 Barksdale and Corey Sullivan upstairs. Good victory. Hopefully they can capitalize on this because the Angels are now 0-8 on their 10-game road trip.
Yeah, I think they've lost 9 of their last 11 as well. They hadn't been swinging the bats. Obviously, they did tonight, but it was a good job by the Rockies. And now you have an opportunity to take it serious. But before we do probable starters tomorrow, there's something I wanted to do to Mark for eternity.
Right, here we go. That's such a Corey Sullivan thing.
I wanted to do it, and I've said it
at least 150 times. So
well, he's done it, but not on the air.
So on air.
All right, let's get you set for tomorrow's game, which is also a 6:10 start on Saturday night. Kyle Hendricks, the veteran, is making his, are you ready?
Yeah.
300th career start. Germán Marquez making his 25th of this season.
Yeah, and it very well could be his last home start at Coors Field as a Rocky. For Kyle Hendricks, he's one of those guys who's below the speed limit. He does not throw very hard.
He is.
He uses a lot of change-ups. You have got to let the ball travel and use the off gap. If you don't, you will get yourself out and you will be furious.
You wouldn't be hitting against.
No,
you wouldn't be in the lineup tomorrow.
I want nothing to do with that because I will have it 0 for 3 and be incredibly frustrated.
So we'll see if the Rockies can win a series tomorrow. It'd be something cool, especially with a big crowd here tonight. A sellout over 47,000 for Fan Appreciation Night. I just want you to think about that for a moment. Yeah, fireworks and all, but good job by the fans. We're on at 5:45 Saturday night. We'll have some fun the rest of this weekend here in the Mountain Time Zone. Rocks got it done. Good team win. 7-6 tonight. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night, and we hope you'll join us on Saturday here from Coors Field.